For a minute here to get everyone in here from all the platforms. We're in DC though for round two of this right-left push. What started off last time was the GOP was really pushing heavy for the Stop the Steal and the Million Mega March. Got a chance to cover that. We're hoping to get more angles this time around, and now there's more organization on the left side as well. People that are pushing the other direction. And we just wanted to make sure that we're 100% in here. And was that the notification saying that we're live on? Are you sure?
Yeah, I saw it. It said on your phone.
Oh, okay. Well, we're good then. All right. Well, I'm glad. Comments should be popping up in here. But again, we're in DC right now. We're going to be walking around for a while. A few things to keep in mind. First of all, let me know how the sound quality is. If you guys can hear me okay, I want to make sure that we're checking levels and everything's good. And then we're going to keep on walking around, talking to some folks, and getting a chance to see how things are going to square up this weekend as we're getting ready for the 14th, which, as we all know, the Electoral College is going to be putting that last word in for the direction of the presidency. So we're not sure how much impact this weekend's going to have on that at all, but in the grand ether of it all, I think that everyone's out here showing solidarity for both the right and the left. And we've seen a lot of mobilization from both sides. A lot of groups have come together on the right to kind of formulate what's going to be the 10 million to Washington. We've got the Million Mega. There is the Stop the Steal. And then on the left, there's the Defend DC. And what was the other one that we... Anyway, if you go into hashtag Defend DC, if you go into any of those, you're going to see there's lots of organizations that have come in tow to help the left side kind of show their solidarity for their feelings, we'll say, about the right. So we're going to do our best to get both sides of it today. But again, it comes down to where we can and can't film because the connection quality is really choppy down here. So we're going to do everything we can to try to get it as best I can walking around. But not entirely the best out here, as you guys know. So I might stay on the fringe for a little while. We'll talk to people. And then as the night kind of comes into play and the day dies down, typically we have more bandwidth and reception. So we'll see how things work out there. Stay tuned though, and keep in mind that on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, we're on all platforms right now, but we're going to be uploading clips as we go to all three platforms and Twitter to kind of keep you informed as to what's happening. Just short clips so you know what's going on. We may not be able to go live for you the whole time, but we'll definitely make sure to have something to keep you in the now and in the know. So we're going to start walking right now and talk to some folks along the way, and we'll... Come with me.
You're a little too close to the mic, it sounds like.
According to who?
Stefan, she's our point of contact
Okay.
on our sound.
I'll just have to hold it down here. Hopefully this is better.
CJ, while you were on that screen, there was like a mime that would like poke its head through the side of the screen and look at you. It's really funny.
I hate mimes, man. They terrify me. What are they really up to, man?
You gotta repeat what I say so people know.
I don't know if you guys heard that, but apparently, well, you guys saw it. Apparently there was a mime behind me the whole time that was talking trash.
On this screen.
I was trying to get him my cookies. I'm not a big fan of mimes.
Here, let's take a look at this business.
Yeah, which, I mean, I think we forget a lot of times with all the things that are happening around the country right now that it's Christmas, right? Like, come out and celebrate. It's holidays. These folks are eating. Kid's young. He's got a job. He's working. What's up, man? What's up, pup? Hey, bud. But we haven't taken a lot of time to check things out. I'm hoping to do that when I get back to Washington, is go up to a place called Leavenworth in Washington. It's beautiful. Awesome Christmas village. It's a Bavarian place. What's up, pup? Can I pet your dog? Hey, what's happening? What kind of dog is it?
This is a mix of a poodle and a
mini Bernedoodle. It's a mini poodle and a Bernedoodle.
So it's 2 parts doodle, 1 part Berna?
It's like very little Berna. Lots of
3 parts?
3 parts doodle.
It's like a skinny version of my dog.
Are you making like a blog?
I do a live stream show, CJ TV. We've just been down covering things from coast to coast, cross country here, just taking a look at what's been happening with the rallies. We were here last time. Things kind of clashed off here with the Million Mega and everything that happened there. And
Is Ellie going to be on this
Yeah. Ellie. Hey, look up here. What's that? Who's that one? What's up? Don't tell my dog Jits would be super jelly right now. Super jelly. What brings you guys all in? Live here in DC?
We do, and they do.
Okay.
I live in Frederick. She lives in Arlington. They live in DC.
Right now we got people. Let me mask up here. That'd be nice. But so, do you mind if I ask you a few quick questions just about your feelings with things that are happening right now in DC? You live in Frederick.
I live in Frederick. Yeah.
Oh,
I
think that's.
Are you coming from Frederick too?
Yeah.
That area, yeah.
I'm from Seattle, so.
It's a little.
Yeah, but it's like. I believe. But right now.
What is happening?
Who's the most person who's been here who knows the most about?
Who knows the
what's
most?
going on?
Yeah, who knows the most about what's happening in
I stopped
DC?
watching TV.
Well, today, if you're looking to get some,
First Amendment march.
there's it's basically the Patriots have come together for the GOP, and on the left they've got like the Defend DC and a grouping of other organizations that have come together, kind of showing their their disdain for the other people on the right. Now, things kind of cracked off last time in DC. I don't know if you saw that. There was a big clash in the streets between a group called the Proud Boys and then the Antifa or BLM or whatever the other group was, left and right. And so there's the stigma from that event today. But there's been more of a call to arms, I think, on both sides now. Because things are getting right down to the wire. With the 14th coming up, obviously people are getting pretty, either more determined or more discouraged. And so I think that's eliciting a lot of emotion from a lot of people.
14th?
14th,
What's in the 14th?
the electoral colleges.
Oh, that's when they put their votes in.
Right. So beginning of the week, we're going to be seeing some changes.
Does anybody really believe that Trump is going to?
A lot of people, yeah. I mean, last time I was out here, there was probably, a couple 100,000 people that showed up.
That was a couple weeks ago, right?
That was a couple weeks ago, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, since then, they've seen that he's put 100 lawsuits in. And,
There's been a lot of developments, absolutely. Yeah. And, who knows where it's going to go, but, I know that, that's not for anyone to decide that's out here right now, But a lot of people are out showing their solidarity for, their cause, and so that's what's happening in your streets today, at least. So I think it's called the National National Sylvan Theater. They're having a big rally going on right now, and I believe there's another one happening over at BLM Plaza as well. So, was there a lot of people there?
Enjoy.
Not really. Oh, have a great day. Take care. CJ TV here. I got one for you here.
Okay, CJ, when other people are talking, you got to repeat what you're saying.
Yeah, I got you. There you go.
Thanks.
Yeah, you got it.
right.
Take care. Thanks for letting me play with your dog too.
All right.
Enjoy. All right, thank you.
So yeah, it's the Sylvan Theater, and they're
National Sylvan Theater, yeah.
What about that looks better than this?
Sorry, there's last word on here. Try to be respectful when people are, wearing masks and we're too close for comfort. I guess they said there wasn't that many people up there.
Yeah, but BLM?
Yeah, we'll see.
She said there was people passionate.
There was what?
She said that there, I don't know, she made it seem like there were people up there being kind of, passionate.
Boy.
But we can head over to the...
This is I right here. We'll cut across. So also, you guys got to let me know on the sound right now because I've got the mic set up just for
That's good.
so we can hear everything going on. But I want to be able to hear what other people are saying. Problem is that when they're standing too far away, it's difficult to get, obviously, to get them on radio as well. So, any questions for anybody? How are we feeling right now? Everyone doing okay? Christmas in DC, though, y'all. Check it out. Little known fact. Every one of those bulbs was crafted from a pair of spectacles from one of our forefathers. And if you look close enough, you can see the signing of the Constitution in every single bulb. That's a lie. Those are actually bought on sale at Target during the Black Friday sale. They were able to get them online for a big deal. So I saw one of these. They had a tree that they were setting up fall over. They had a crane. They brought the tree already pre-decorated, and it was monstrous thing, but it was super heavy. And they had a crane that was setting it up, and they didn't detach one of the cables properly, and so boop, tree fell over, destroyed half of it. It was terrible. Then the Grinch climbed out and kicked some kid in the nuts. It was a terrible day for everybody. What are you doing?
I'm looking up
That's a terrible look for what's going on nowadays. Just cans of propane just hanging out. It's a bad look for anybody that's wondering, because we'll let your imagination take you on a walk on that one.
Yeah, I'm having stuff on tell us the sound quality and stuff. They said it's good.
Yeah, you guys should be able to hear me. The only issue that we're going to have is when I'm talking to folks, and whether or not you can hear them as well. So we'll find out here in a minute.
Yeah, so we're walking away from the theater, actually.
We are.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Towards the theater. I'll just text you something at the theater.
But I've talked to people. So the issue is right now there's down that way. They've got, well, it's about a mile that way. There's a large rally. Well, there's a rally going on right now. It's kind of a combination of all of the Patriot groups. Issue is that there's so much traffic down there, so many cameras, that the bandwidth, like I said, gets sucked up, and so we can't actually get any live stream. So I'm trying to give you guys some live content right now. So we're gonna go ahead and take a walk up here and talk to, see if we can't see what's going on at BLM Plaza. So this weather is tripping me out though, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. So I was expecting to bundle up, have it be. It's in like last year when I was here, like you didn't want your fingertips hanging out. It was so. You remember how cold it was? It was stupid cold, like stupid cold. Oh, there's a march right there in front of us.
A couple days ago, it was really cold though.
Yeah.
It's a fancy McDonald's. That's a march before people crossing the street.
No,
Oh, okay.
that large group with all the flags. So there's a small contingency of people. Is that the word? Contingent? Contingency?
Not contingency.
I'll say what I want to say. We'll see what they're all up to. So like I said, if you guys get on Twitter or any of these other platforms, if you check out defenddc.org, I believe it is. Yeah, you can hear speeches happening down there. Now, keep in mind that the frame rate is what we're looking at on this one.
Yeah, it's 24 still.
Okay, so yeah, as long as we have more than a couple, we should be all right. See what all these folks are up to over here. Trying to get hit by a car in the process.
She parked that bike real fast.
She really did. She jammed that bike in there. Bike 0, you won. Well done. His friends look angry though, or nervous. Look like a bunch of perky little puppies. Yeah, I said it. Whatever. And what's funny is, so like initially, guys, when I got out of the parking elevator, the parking garage, a woman came up and was like, "Who are you with? What are you doing here?" I was like, "Oh, CJTV. This is who I am." And she kind of gave me the once over, like, "Yeah, we'll see about that." It was interesting because I was like, "Whoa, oh, are you kidding me?"
It's not really a march, dude.
Just a group of people. Of course it is. Of course it is.
I'm trying to find BLM members.
I don't know what they're doing. So, as fate would happen, this is the New York Avenue Presbyterian Church. They're donging that 1 p.m. So, come on, man. Okay,
Get rid of his
you
comments.
just
I tried to.
you turn off comment. You gotta hit, boop, and then go chat.
There we go.
So, you guys, I got so much flack. Not so much, but I got flack from people last time I was here because they're like, "Oh, you were just hanging out with all the Proud Boys and yada yada yada." Literally, as we're walking up the street, we're walking
BLM Square.
to BLM Square. I just walked into a crowd of probably 75 Proud Boys, but that's whatever, guys. People are gonna say what they're gonna say. There's a lot of people out here today, so yeah, we're gonna keep on keeping on. I know they don't like talking to people right off the bat. They're not very friendly when it comes to talking to media or anyone with any kind of press, whatever you want to call. But keep on pushing. Oh, pardon me? Oh my gosh, dude. The bicycle police need to get some WD-40 for those wheels, man. So I'm guessing that they're probably heading in the direction of like all the loud speakers going on down here. What are you seeing over here? Crazy stuff, right? That is, I mean, they're definitely doing things different now. And if you look at them now, they're kind of marching in a formation. You know, they kind of got that like 2x2 thing going. They're being escorted by the police at this point. And I'm not sure if that's to keep them from doing things or to keep other people from doing things to them. I don't know, but this is the group, if you watched the last...
There's another group of them over there.
I don't know if you guys, I'm sure can't hear it, but you can already hear him chanting, you know, fuck Antifa on the other. So there's another group of Proud Boys over there. I think that, well, they just working in shifts? Is that what's going on?
Going up one side of the street and the other.
I don't know what's going down there. So let's go ahead and tell you a little bit about these guys right now. So this is the group that clashed with, and it's tough to say just Antifa, but like the kind of like the BLM crowd a couple weeks ago here in DC. There's a couple stabbings that took place. A lot of people were beat up. A lot of hate between these two groups. The Proud Boys, the guys you see in the black and yellow. There's another group of them down there walking that fence perimeter, and basically anybody on the left. So these Proud Boys have been revered as being a hate group with alt-right nationalist ties. Like they've been referred to as like Trump's Gestapo or Trump's troops. They're definitely more militarized than your typical rally. These guys they're out. I would say they're like the direct action march version of the GOP. These guys are the ones that are out to cause some ruckus, clean the streets. They've said they're going to clean the streets of Antifa in DC. That's what they said a couple weeks ago. How productive those efforts were, I don't know. So,
Did you hear that person?
What?
Oh, someone down there was like, "Hey, CJ."
Where?
I don't know who said it. It came from down the street.
Oh. Hello. Well, I guess we can walk that way. And I think these guys are heading in the direction of, I don't know if they're just marching the block, if they're doing like I don't know, maybe they're just circling like sharks.
Ask these people right here in the corner.
We'll ask these folks right here what they know, what they... How you doing, folks?
Good, how are you?
Good. So what's going on? Yeah, you got a couple groups of the Proud Boys walking around.
Yeah, I don't know. Isn't that where BLM Square is?
I think it's up that direction. That's where we were headed.
Yeah, they just came this way, and now they're going that. Some are going that way.
Yeah, like
We were kind of wondering too. We were just.
Like, are they working in shifts or what's going on there?
I have no idea.
Have you guys been up to BLM Plaza yet?
No, we don't want to get attacked.
You don't want to get attacked. Well, I mean, just carrying a flag. Now, tell me about that. What are your thoughts on that? About being attacked?
I don't think it's right. We aren't bothering anybody.
Right.
We have every right to be in this street.
Do you feel it's just because of the
Of course
shirt
it is.
you're wearing?
When I came last month, I went into the Wawa there, and they would not serve me coffee.
What's the Wawa?
It's a little convenience store right down
okay.
past our hotel.
Oh, that's right. Okay, the Wawa.
yeah,
Okay,
wouldn't even serve me coffee
Because you had.
because I had Trump stuff on.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think it's right. We should be able to walk down BLM Square if we want to,
Yeah.
but we're not fighters.
Right.
You know, we're just.
Now I know these the Proud Boys that are out here. These guys are definitely scrappers. They're out. They're fighters. Like,
Thank God they're here.
do you feel that's
Oh my
making it harder for
God!
you?
Have you walked around here at night?
I have.
I mean,
Last
we
time I was
should.
out here at
When
night,
we
there was a
come
fight,
to DC, we've spent a lot of money to come here. We should be able to walk around and enjoy this.
Sure.
But at night, if it weren't for the Proud Boys, we wouldn't be able to.
What brought you
know?
out today?
We support our president.
What do you feel is the push and the hope for everyone that's out today with the big patriot push?
You know, I don't know. We're hoping for change. We're hoping just for fair transparency.
Yeah.
Just, we want to know. I mean, it just doesn't seem right to us. And when they're hiding stuff and the media won't cover it, and what do?
Yeah.
You don't know what to believe anymore.
So you came out to see it for yourself, experience it for
We
yourselves?
came last month for a sanity check.
Okay.
Because
For that million mega?
for the Million Mega, we flew out from Florida.
Okay.
Because we were feeling like, are we crazy? Are we drinking Trump Kool-Aid? And we met some amazing people.
Right.
But we couldn't, after dark, we couldn't even leave our hotel.
Right.
You know, we were attacked by BLM. We were never attacked by Antifa last time, but BLM people getting in our face, F you, when we're just walking down the street, minding our own business.
Yeah.
And, you know, we are hardworking taxpayers. We have the right.
Yeah.
You know, when do we lose our rights? I'm just trying to figure that out.
Right.
If we let this election go, who's ever even going to want to vote again?
Sure. Do you feel that there's going to be a change? I mean, the 14th is coming up, and it seems like
I don't know. I don't
the die
know.
is cast. It feels.
It feels that way.
Yeah.
It really does. It feels that way. And you know, last night when the Supreme Court knocked down the case, it broke my heart.
Yeah, that was a big one.
Yeah, because if they get control of those seats in Georgia and they pack the Supreme Court, we can kiss our constitutional rights goodbye. The only thing that stands between us and our constitutional rights is the Supreme Court. And if they pack the Supreme Court, we're screwed.
What do you think is going to be the first and the biggest change that's going to happen?
I think they're going to go after our Second Amendment rights first. They've already taken away our First Amendment rights. I mean, when they censor everything, you can't like tweets of the president today.
I can talk directly to censorship. Yeah. I've had to deal with it in a big way, too.
They censored the whole story on Joe Biden's son, and now every network is carrying it. You know, it's ridiculous to me. I mean, like I said, we woke up and we lost our rights.
What do you think is going to happen when they try to take people's guns away from them?
Good luck with that.
Right.
We're not giving ours up.
Right. And that's when you keep hearing terms like civil war.
You know, right. I mean, they want to blame us for the violence and stuff. We own a lot of guns. If we wanted to be violent, we could be very violent, but we don't want to resort to that. Right. But I see, like last night, people are so fed up. I think people that wouldn't normally be violent are done.
What did you see last night?
I saw people that we saw last time that weren't so angry. You know, that last month they were here to have fun, to support the president, and now they're pissed.
Yeah.
You know, they're pissed because, I mean, you can say there's no evidence all you want to, but in Pennsylvania, how do you send out a certain amount of ballots and get back a million more? I mean, that's a no-brainer. You know, the Dominion stuff, that's a little hard for me to follow, but common sense things should be checked.
Let me ask you something, and this is something I'm curious about. So let's say that things were switched around, transposed, that we had Trump looking like he pulled ahead.
I would be 100% for an audit of everything.
So
I would not stand behind Trump if I felt like he cheated.
Okay.
Never. I mean, I own a business.
Right.
And in my business, there's no politics. I don't care what color you are. I don't care who you vote for. I don't care what gender you are. If you even have a gender, you are welcome in my business. Everybody, that's the thing that's being taken for us, is our right to choose. And when they're cheating in this election of this scale, how can we fight that? What can we do?
What do you think you can do?
I don't know. That's why I'm here.
Yeah. Looking for answers, it sounds like.
I'm looking for answers as to, you know, if there was no fraud, then prove it to us.
Sure.
That's all we want, is transparency. If all this is a bunch of BS, then show it to us.
Right.
And I think the country would calm down.
Sure.
You know, I really do. I mean, I don't know.
Do you think after this, let's say a week from today, or let's say January 21st, that people that you work with, people that you're friends with, family, that are on opposite ends of the voting spectrum, do you think there's going to be amicable interactions there, or do you think it's still going to be
there's amicable interactions now because we don't want to take anybody's rights away.
Right.
Everybody votes for different reasons. Everybody has their own reasons, and you know, up until Trump, I never even voted down one party line. You know, but I have seen such ugliness come from the Democrats when they're inciting violence and they're, you know, supporting Antifa, which I witnessed myself is real. I mean, before I was watching the TV going, yeah, right, but it's real.
What do you think about groups like the Proud Boys now? Because
They're not-
they've been revered as being prone to violence and
They are not prone to violence as long as there's not violence there.
I mean,
if you
they,
talk
I
to
mean,
them, they're guys
and
just
if you
like me,
like
you know.
last night when we came down, they were having a block party, and it was a big fun thing, you know. And it's like the Antifa like to antagonize from a distance is what I've noticed.
what do you think the goal of Antifa is?
I don't know, because you would think now they wanted Biden, they got Biden, so why haven't they calmed down? Why do they have more rights than us to be in the street? Why does BLM have more rights than us to be in the street?
Do you feel they do?
No, I don't. I think we have equal rights. I would
No, I mean,
never
do you feel that's
attack.
the
I feel
temperature right
that-
now on the streets
Oh
right now?
yes, for 100%.
Because I've heard people say that the police aren't doing anything to stop groups on the Patriot side from moving through the streets freely.
I wouldn't
but-
say that. I would say that, you know, the police can't be everywhere at once. And the
Sure.
last time we were here, I think the police did as much as they could, but I mean, it was so scattered and sporadic.
Yeah, I
and
saw a lot
people-
of stuff, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't like it was concentrated, but you know, I don't blame the police. They can't, like I
Sure.
said, they can't be everywhere, and we, you know, try and stick with groups. There you go.
There you go, right
Prime
there.
example. What do we do to her?
Exercising your First Amendment right, I
Yeah.
suppose.
Right. You know?
God bless America.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Do you feel that, okay, let's say as Americans, I mean, we're all Americans here.
Yes, sir.
I mean, assuming.
Yes, sir.
Biden gets sworn in. He's our president. We got 4 years to look forward to. Is at that point, is it, all right, let's put down the fighting about did Trump win, did Trump lose, and let's just go ahead and say, all right, this is our president of our nation. Let's
Unless
get behind
they
it.
prove to me that there was no fraud, no.
Okay.
I am not shutting up. They need to show me. Show me how you got 1 million more ballots back than you sent out. You show me that. You show me how dead people voted. Because that's I mean, that is proven.
Right.
And like I said, the Dominion thing
That's
is,
absentee. They do it. That's a dead people vote.
right.
It's
but-
absentee ballot.
dead and you're absent. You know, we live in Florida, and we live in a very liberal area, and the liberals, you know, Joe Biden carried our county. So,
But
but
Florida doesn't count because you guys are all crazy.
exactly.
Florida's a beautiful state.
Yeah. So happy to be in Florida because we
Yeah.
have a boss of a governor.
Right.
You know, we are open. I own a business. We are open. We are working.
That's great. That's
we
great.
are, yes. So
Have you
we're
been affected much by COVID?
Just, no,
No.
Not
Okay.
at all.
That's good.
Not
That's
at
good.
all. We closed down for 2 weeks because it was like a, you know, some people would tell us we needed to shut down. Some people, so we opened back up. We're dog groomers. I have a dog grooming business, and no, we have
Send-
not slowed down.
I can send my dog. I'm in
One bit.
Seattle, and a lot of
Yeah.
them are shut down. I admit, my poor dog is looking shaggy as all get out. Poor dude. Tell you what.
We just want to know the truth.
Yeah.
That's all we're seeking. And if Biden legitimately won, then yes, I will shut my mouth and I will go away. And in 4 more years, I will come back and fight for who. I mean, and if Biden does a good job, not to say that I wouldn't vote for Biden, you know.
Right.
But I just feel like Trump has done what he said he's going to do. I think he's got a bad rap. I mean, every time you turn around, anything he says, anything he does is picked apart.
Sure.
You know, if it was his son that was doing business like Joe Biden's son, oh my God, this country would be burnt by now.
Sure. Sure.
You know, and I don't support any of that. I mean, all my friends are like, oh, it's time for us to start burning. And no, you know, we're not going to stoop to that level because I would never want to hurt another business owner
Sure.
or do anything like that.
Right.
But
Let's take politics out of the question real fast. Just in your lives in general, do you feel like that, without politics being involved, I mean, we have a generally good thing going in America?
Exactly.
I mean, take the politics out of it, without the fighting, without the bickering, without all
take the
this.
politics and the media out of it. I mean, from a business owner standpoint, I know payroll taxes went down, you know, and when you have girls that are working for you that are living on $30,000 a year, that extra $20 a week makes the difference.
Yeah, it's paying a bill.
It's paying a bill.
paying a
You
bill.
know, and I think, you know, he's already said he's going to immediately reverse that. You know, I think the American or the healthcare thing is crock of shit.
Sure.
I have a daughter that can't afford a plan
Sure. Sure.
through them, you know, and she has a baby, so now she's struggling to pay for health insurance for a baby, and she's uninsured herself. So where does that help? And now she's going to be paying a penalty for not having insurance. If she could afford it, she would have it.
That's right.
It's not affordable health care. You know, the plan she can afford pays for nothing.
Right.
And it's $400 a month.
That's steep. It's a lot more than that
Right.
$80.
I
is gonna
mean,
cover
like I
that,
said,
you know?
she makes $25,000 a year.
Right.
You know, and her husband, what would you say, makes 30 or 40 maybe? You know, so you take $400, that's almost a mortgage payment in some places.
I need to move down there. You know, we're paying up in Seattle.
Land
It's crazy.
taxes, yes.
My goodness.
We were talking to somebody last time from New York, and they were telling us their land taxes were $22,000
Forget about
a
it.
year.
Yeah, forget
I'm
about
like,
it.
oh my God, because
Yeah.
we have a little 6-acre mini farm, and
Yeah, that's a nice little farm.
you know, $3,000 a year land taxes. So
Beautiful.
we're grateful to be in Florida.
Absolutely. Well, folks, thanks for taking the time to talk to me
Oh,
today.
you're
Here, let me hand
welcome.
you a card here, and if you want to check it out, oh, there we go. CJTV, you can jump in on all the
Thank
different
you.
platforms, see what we got going.
All right, thank
Sure, we'll
you.
see you around. Have a good day. Be safe. Thank you so much. God bless you. In the background, I'm sure you guys heard that there was a handful of paddy wagons and the police shooting that way. That's the direction that those Proud Boys were walking. That's also the direction of BLM Plaza. And as you can see here, they have a lot of the police vehicles on standby. There's a lot of action moving that way. I'm not sure if it's because there was a scrap, but we're going to try to get over there. No, I believe BLM Plaza is right up there. Okay, thank you. But the police are going that way, so that's kind of the direction I feel like we should probably head. No, it's up this way. Let's go. I need roller skates. Is it this way? You're out for a jog? No, it's up. It's not down there. It's up here.
The White House stuff is that way.
It's on the other fence of the White House.
Uh-huh.
And all the police are heading this way, so I'm guessing that it's probably something going on down here. That could be BLM Plaza down there. I don't know. Hey, do you guys know which way it is to BLM Plaza? Is it back there or up this way around the corner?
You're talking about the street? Like in front of the White House?
Yeah, where all the signs are and
think
everything. Up here to the left?
Trying to go to the White House too.
Oh, okay. Yo. What do you...
I'm saying if they were saying it was at Freedom.
This is the way we're going. So what brings you guys out today?
Just cruising around.
You guys from here?
We live here right now.
Oh, okay. I hear an accent though. Where you from?
Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Yeah.
I was out in Louisville.
Louisville, Kentucky?
Louisville.
What are you doing here?
I just independent journalism out here. Just catching up on what's happening.
We were.
Which way to BLM Plaza? Is it up here to the left?
Yep, keep going, make a left.
Thank you.
We didn't know. Trying to walk into it.
Yeah, it's interesting stuff.
Yeah.
What's going on today, gentlemen? What's going on around the corner here?
I don't know.
It's just a microphone. It's not a weapon, I promise. Well, I mean, for some it might be. If you're Nas, but I'm not him. So, you know. What's up with all the police presence out today? And the, oh, you guys are you not allowed to talk to?
Gotta go to our public affairs office.
Oh, okay. Do you know who that officer is?
They're not right now.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Want to check your cup?
Excuse me, sir. Do you know who the public affairs officer is? Dustin. Dustin something.
It's Dustin, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
What's going on with all the snow plows and everything out here?
Just because of demonstrations. So we can
Trying to keep things separated. Okay. Drive safe. Dustin something.
Poor Dustin, he's going to watch the feed and be like, damn.
I like old boy. I like dude. He he was in super lounge mode in his car. He had his clip-on tie off to the side, like it was clipped onto one side. He's just like, no, I'm in super chill mode right now. This clip-on's too much energy for me. I gotta unclip. But I suppose if you're a cop on the go, you gotta have your stuff ready to rock and roll. Clip on, clip off, the clipper. Hey, that the clap thing is no joke. I had some roommates one time install that on the back of my entertainment system. So every time it would get a loud bang, it would turn off. And every time I'd clap, it would turn off. And I couldn't figure it out for like a month and a half or however long it was. And every time I would shut down, what the hell? You'd hear laughter from the living room. Why is that so funny? Then I realized it's because I got sabotaged. What's happening up here? You got a lot of police driving up that way. Here they are. I'm not sure. So this whole area is kind of, there's a large police presence over there. I think that this is the park where they had the election night. They had a big, I think it was right here. Yeah, it was right here. They had a big, the Go-Go, DC Go-Go. I believe that's what it's called. And what's the name of that one band the guys got down here? Is it DC Go-Go? Is that the name of them? They drive around in that big van?
We got a lot of bands.
Oh, you know, the big truck that has the band on top to perform. They do reggae songs and whatnot.
They said you're a little muffled on your mic.
A little muffled.
Definitely.
What do you mean muffled?
He said he's kind of muffled a bit.
I need to just take this thing off. Do that. No, I'm still drinking.
To universal American values, not the partisan stuff. Okay?
There's a lot of police over here.
The American values.
God was right there.
Where?
Down
On the other side.
Oh.
The idea that every voter counts.
Oh wait, no, and wait.
Yeah, it looks like, I don't know.
I thought I saw yellow. That could be their flat top.
I don't know who's over there. We're going this way though. This is the way you get to, I think this is how you get to BLM Plaza up this way. But this is where they had the big Trump chicken set up. But they had the stage with the media over there. So I got a toilet over here. But the police are definitely out today in full prep. Might as, I mean, that's right up that alley though.
These groups are going to be fighting in the courts, fighting in Congress to try to make sure that we have a fair outcome. Those groups could use your help and your donations. But if it gets to the point where you feel that you have to take it to the streets, that you're going to have to go outside and demonstrate and march and protest, please do it peacefully. It's not just philosophy or morality. A lot of studies have shown that it's the peaceful protests that are more successful at challenging these would-be dictators and reversing coup attempts. It's the peaceful ones. Because when the protests turn violent, all that chaos and carnage, that chases away supporters. Rather than demonstrations getting bigger and the protests getting bigger, they start to shrink. Then the government looks reasonable when it cracks down. So it's actually a lot better to follow the guidance of the late, great June Sharp. Now, he has written beautifully.
I'm trying to listen to what you guys got going here. I like what the message is coming out here. What's that from?
Brad Jones, TED Talk about how Trump could be in the White House legal after January 20th.
And a lot of his best ideas.
Yeah, it's a constitutional crisis that we're about to have in this country.
Yeah. How do you feel about everything that's happening right now? Like right here.
Well, I think that this is a shame that they're blocking access to the plaza, but we're trying to work our way around it.
Is that what's going on right now?
A real good framework to move forward in a smart, peaceful way. If you feel you've got to take it. Now what? I also love
so yeah, they're
What's going on down there?
I think they said that's the plaza. And I don't know if they're just saying that all access is blocked, or if there's just a group down there that they're trying to keep down there. They're trying to keep a group out of there. I'm not sure. So, wait.
Grain needs to be turned down, Stefan says.
The what?
The grain?
On what?
It's grainy again.
On the picture?
On the mic.
Is that just because it sounds too loud? Grainy, it doesn't make sense to me right now. So,
Or is it garbled?
and appreciate that, like when you're giving feedback like that, that there's a loudspeaker and I'm talking to some dude on the fly. So that's when you're gonna have to check the top level there and turn that down to like a medium. Man, it's so much warmer today than I expected. You got t-shirts on in December in DC. It's ridiculous. So ridiculous.
I said it was too loud with the music going behind it, so I'll turn it down next time.
Yeah,
Want to take off your sweatshirt before we get going?
I'm good. Here we go. See what's happening down here. So one of the messages that was coming out of that speaker that they were just playing was that if you do, he said that they're trying to like reduce violence. But he said that if you do feel the need to go out in the streets and protest, oh, check out that building real quick. Crazy cool. But if you do feel the need to go out in the streets and protest and push a cause, do it peacefully, because it said that it's been proven that peaceful protests are proven to be more effective than violent conflict. So unless we're talking about just straight out war, in which case I would imagine that generals on both sides, I think, would argue that case to the opposite. So we're gonna cut down this alley real quick and see about.
Getting jumped?
Yeah. About to jump you. What's up? What's up?
They can't hear me though, by the way. You have to repeat.
Talking about. She was just saying that we're gonna walk down this alley to get beat up.
I didn't say beat up. I said get jumped. It's cool.
She said, "I think someone's planning on causing us harm." Get out. Get off. Oh, okay. So hey, this is where we were out here for a while the other night. This is Archibald's Gentlemen's Club. This is where they had. So there's a lot of people staying in this hotel apparently, and they had kind of like a standoff between Patriot Group and BLM supporters.
Cool looking building though. Oh, here's the Hyatt where they're all staying.
You're really not paying attention, are you?
I am.
I just said that.
People are texting me about the sound, but it's all good.
About what?
They said the sound is good.
Yeah, we're good. Just turn on the comments and people can comment.
I don't want to watch them. People are nasty and I want to talk back to them.
Well, you got to learn not to. And
They covered it before. It's fine. No, you'll train on again. I'm going
it's wild. You're not down here the whole time. You got to.
You are in frame every single time. I challenge you to watch it back and question my camera abilities. Thank you.
What's up? What's up?
You guys. Get you down a dark alley. We don't own the music.
I do. I actually own the copyright to this music. How you feel about that?
They said the police are blocking off entrances to BLM Plaza.
But
Sorry.
here we go. Hey, look. Let's go. Bruce, trying to get through. You not letting him press through?
We're not letting anybody through at this point.
Is that BLM Plaza right there?
Is that, yeah, what is that right there?
Say again?
What is that right there? What is going on right there?
That's Black Lives Matter Plaza. They're having a protest there.
Oh, that's Black Lives Matter Plaza right there?
That's what this is.
Oh, okay.
So how do we get over to like watch the speeches and stuff?
The speech is where?
Is that Black Lives Matter Plaza?
Yes, ma'am.
How do we get there?
You can try 17th Street and cut over down I Street.
Is that the
Why aren't people allowed in there right now?
They're not letting anybody in.
Interesting.
Was there a trouble over there or something?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. Just now?
I can't tell you anymore.
No, it's fine.
you're good,
I
you're
can
good.
pick you up. Yeah.
You're good.
I wasn't even supposed to say that.
Oh,
Go
okay.
that way.
All right, cool. All right. So, so like I said, this is these are the barricades. All right. So these were the barricades that were here last time. They've been here for a minute, but like you can see the White House in the distance there, but that's BLM Plaza going that direction, right up against that fence right there. I think that's the fence. I think they might have moved the fence back this way. I can't quite tell, but they're not letting people down there. So we're gonna try to walk around this way, see if we can't get in.
This isn't on up there.
Yeah, it is. Tap the power button, and you'll be able to see it. Now that'll just turn on the.
This button right here.
Yeah.
It's not going to do anything bad.
No, that'll just wake it up. I think.
Okay.
I think. Well, here, let's try
Try
it.
it.
You didn't push it.
I didn't push it.
There you go.
Okay, you're still good.
Yeah, we still have a loud pickup. As long as we don't max out, we'll be all right.
It's hard to look at it without like moving the camera or like doing this.
You don't need to look at it
How do I look? How do I know if it's too high?
because we already talked about it. Right now, we're fine just walking and talking. But if we're in a group where there's like a lot of noise around, and I'm trying to talk to someone close,
Okay.
you got to click that on, then click it 1, 2 or 3 times. And so we're gonna try to get around into BLM Plaza.
The fact that they're not allowing people.
I think it's really interesting that they're not letting people in there. And from what the police officer said, and then he said he wasn't allowed to even say that, was it's because they've had issues in there already. So we did see that group of Proud Boys walking by earlier, head in this direction. We then subsequently saw a couple paddy wagons and a lot of police. I mean, you can do the math on that one. I'm sure what happened was some conflict, and you know. Oh my gosh, it's Marmaduke, or it's Beethoven. Can I say hi to your dogs?
Sure.
What's this guy's name?
Bella.
Bella? Oh my gosh, what's up, Bella? How you doing? I like your furry face. You were awesome in that movie. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Look at that. What kind of dog is that one?
She's a King Corso.
Wow. And this one is 100%?
Yep, just shaved down for the summer.
Wow. Where's the barrel of rum?
No rum.
No? Can I ride her?
No, she's 125 pounds. I think you're a little bit more.
Can I get that one to ride this one?
No.
Ah, okay. Well, figured I'd ask.
Nathan Moore says the camera lady is doing a wonderful job. The camera lady is wonderful and doing an amazing job.
Pump your brakes, Nathan. Pump your brakes. Hey, real fast. From Twitch, Facebook, YouTube. They jumped on with us today. Like I said, things are going to be a little choppy. We're iterating. We're going to keep moving with it and doing the best we can to give it the quality.
Close up there.
Oh, is it? Is there any way to get in there?
I don't think so.
Is there a way to get around it?
I've gone all the way around, so.
Okay. Thank you.
Maybe we should just drop the scooter and head over together. Now you're CJ. You'll get hit.
We'll see what happens. But yeah, I appreciate everyone helping out with the support, contributions that have made this possible, this trip possible. Again, it's only done through viewers, so that supporters as well. If you guys want to jump in and help keep this thing rolling, jump into Facebook, become a supporter, guys. Price of a cup of coffee a month, and it helps make all this a lot more feasible for me to operate on.
We could cut through the hotel. If that has exits, right?
Yeah, if we just say we're staying at a hotel, we might have to go ahead and pull a sneaky sneak.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm getting so much love in the comments.
You can't come back in. You can't come back in. You can't come back in. They're not letting us in. They're not letting us in. They're protecting the PowerPoint. They're here to protect the fucking PowerPoint. That's what they're trying to do. If the PowerPoint's cooking outside, they're here at time. And that's the version of the bed.
Nobody's gonna
Oh, fucking well.
Why can't we just let 4 people leave?
Let Let them through. Let them through. Let them through. The police are here to protect the fascists.
What's on each side? What's over there?
The plaza's over there.
Why aren't they letting people in?
I don't know. I don't know why they haven't given a reason, but they're not letting any. They're blocked all the way around.
They're not letting. Who's in
We're
there?
just trying to get in there. Like that's it.
Is it they're not letting the Proud Boys in, or they're not letting who in?
The Proud Boys, I haven't seen them in about 30 minutes, but they were blocked off heading down K Street a minute ago.
Yeah, we saw them walking up this way.
Yeah, I don't know what their game plan is, but yeah.
Oh, they're
a
just
lot
trying
of
to
people
keep
are
that
trying
group
to
out.
get back into the plaza.
Yeah. Have they said how long they're going to keep everybody blocked out?
They haven't said anything. They just said you can't come in here. You go to a different line. They say you can't come in here. It's the same.
Are they letting people out though?
They are letting people out, but it doesn't look like they are right here now. So there were about 5 or 6 of us initially, and then a big group of Black Bloc came up, and then they're coming down this way now, and they formed like that double barrier you're seeing.
Oh, all these cats right here?
Yeah. Well, not all of them are in the same group, but about 20,
couple different
20
groups?
25 came in, yeah, and it's been trickling in slowly now over the past 25 minutes.
Interesting. And they're just trying to keep, obviously. So where all those Proud Boys go?
Like I said, I don't know. I saw them heading that way last, but I don't have a recent update on that.
Interesting.
Because I can't get over there.
So who are these guys yelling at right now?
The guy with the bullhorn?
Yeah.
To my knowledge, he's yelling at the police to try to let people back in. So they came to try to get us to get back into the plaza.
Oh, okay.
To my knowledge, again.
So he's shouting at these cops right here?
He's shouting at these cops, yeah.
Okay. And these guys are just trying to meet up with their homies?
All cops are bastards! All cops are bastards! All cops are bastards! All cops are bastards! All cops are bastards!
Where are y'all gonna go and we'll walk to?
What about these guys right here? What's up with that? Are they just kind of stuck in the middle?
That's what it looks like, yeah.
They're not allowed out, but they're not allowed in?
I don't know if they're allowed out or not. Yeah, you're allowed out. They've just been sitting there for a minute now.
Yeah. I'd spend enough time in there. I'll go back in.
It's like a weird little like DMZ right there.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Like you can, but you can't.
You can on paper, but
Apparently, they don't want the police to be filmed right now, so.
Like people.
Doesn't matter. Don't even buy into this. I'm not even. Don't even back up. You're fine. You're fine. Uh-oh.
Letting people in?
No, the police are letting people out, I think.
Oh, they're opening it up.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, maybe this is what they don't want. They don't want to.
Oh, that's it. Okay.
Fuck you! That's right, fuck you! Come over here, motherfucker! Fuck you! Fuck you! Come here!
Interesting. Interesting.
Sorry, hon.
So what's the scoop?
To the left! Proud Boys to the left!
Shit. Interesting. Crazy.
If it pops off, I'll hand you the camera real quick.
Yeah. So, I'm not sure what the idea. What's up, man? Have you guys already had clashes with both sides, with the other side?
No.
If you don't want to be on camera, I can just put it on me if you're not comfortable with that, man. It's cool.
No, the police have been protecting them mainly.
Okay.
Like every time they come through, they get an escort.
The Proud Boys?
Yeah,
or just all Trump supporters?
Proud Boys, Trump supporters. Anybody wearing a fucking MAGA cap, carrying a racist flag, they're supported. You know.
Why were they keeping this group out?
I don't know the tactical reason behind that, but they're not keeping the Proud Boys and shit separated. So they're keeping us separated, but not them. So that should tell you something kind of about the tactics that
That's
they're
interesting. And it's crazy they chose BLM Plaza to like section off.
Yeah, I mean, well, they said that it's to protect the plaza.
Yeah.
They had Justice Street blocked earlier, like just back that way.
Yeah.
And then like the cowboys and shit kept on coming through, and then they're like a group of like 30, I don't know, 30 to 75 of them. I say two numbers because I got two different numbers from two different people. So, you know,
I can't. I'm terrible counting anyway.
I saw 30. They said there were 75 that were kind of walking around trying to come in, and that's when they opened up this area and sectioned it off.
Do you feel like there's going to be a squabble between the two groups today?
Yeah,
I know like within DC and everybody's made it clear they're holding a claim to like BLM Plaza.
There will, but the question is when.
Right.
Not if, it's just when. It'll probably be later on in the night.
Yeah, that's usually when things go down.
But I mean, like if you look at the arrest and shit from last time, they said they arrested 20 people.
Right.
They found 8 guns, but only charged 4 people.
Oh, really?
DC, it's a little bit of a different story. You get a gun charge here, you're automatically in jail.
Yeah.
So,
what are your thoughts on like the DC police?
Fuck the police, man.
Not a fan, huh?
The police have been terrorizing me and my friends since I was a little kid.
You're DC,
I'm DC
born and raised.
Yeah.
You know, I've met a lot of local hardcores. Like DC, like you guys keep it very like DC.
Yeah. I mean, DC now is a different story than what it used to be.
Well, I got a buddy of mine he's big in the punk rock scene. He's been here for 54 years, and like he reps for DC in a different way. Like it's a different city now. He said than it was, you know, 20 years
DC
ago.
used to be 90% black.
Right.
And then the process of gentrification started early to mid 90s, depending on how you want to look at it.
What do you think spurred the gentrification in DC? Was a lot of the government jobs that?
Well, so do you know the history of DC and the Great White Flight?
No, I'd love to hear your take on it, man.
All right.
Yeah.
So in the mid 60s, I think it was, there were race riots in DC. And everything got burned to shit. What's up? We good? All right.
Okay. All right, man. Take care. I appreciate you taking time, man. So, you guys check into that. They were talking about like the race riots in the 60s here in DC and how they had things that changed from, how you said it was like a 90% black pop community here, and things are different now, you know? So, the issue we're going to have though, like you heard right off the bat, was that like there is that black bloc that's not a fan of streamers at all, as you saw in Portland, because they got like a streamer jail set up. But right now, y'all, things are really tense between obviously this group down here. We'll take a walk down here, and looks like people are on the move, but for whatever reason, yeah, tensions, I mean, not for whatever reason, what am I saying? Sorry, my mouth starts moving and my brain hasn't caught up yet. But tensions are running high, man, between these groups. And like he said, like, it's expected for there to be some controversy this evening, probably. I don't know for sure.
Turned around. Like, you know.
Yeah, I don't know for sure. But you got the green hats out here, members of the ACLU. I don't know if there's going to be a lot of. We might get pushback, and if that's the case, guys, I'm not going to fight anybody. I'm not going to put myself in a situation where I have to like deal with that kind of nonsense. Legitimately, like I'll skip and go a different direction. I'm not willing to put up with it. How you doing? Hey. We're just going to go ahead.
Engage again, sorry.
No, we don't want to. We're going to give them their space. We'll stay back here, keep our distance. But BLM Plaza, like this whole area has been, like it looks like, you heard they called for like shields, so, but they definitely do not like streamers and they don't like media of any kind, so.
Who are the orange shirts people?
Huh?
Who are the bright orange? You know?
It's one of the groups. I'm not sure what that group is. It's what?
Asking the mic what
It's hashtag out now. Oh, it's one of the organizations involved with the Defend DC and the counter protest. What's that?
the other group was the Patriot group was marching. They'll be marching in 15 minutes towards Liberty Plaza. No, Freedom Plaza.
Yeah.
Do you want to hold this for a second? I'll go peek my head around the corner and see what's going on either side.
No, we're good. We're good.
Uh-oh. I don't know if these people wearing the Trump shirts know what's going to happen. What does it say?
I got. It says he's got a shirt that says "Veterans Again." That was a hot moment. So over here, these folks walked in, and their shirts say it says "Veterans Against Trump," and like immediately they put the red, white, and blues, and so folks were like, "Get out of here!" And they were like, "No, we're cool. We're with it." So I'm just trying to. You guys got to realize I got to assess these crowds really, and take a look at people, see who's who and what's what, and feel it out.
Here, let me do this then while you're thinking, so it's not just standing.
Oh, stand over here then. You can go over there and look this way.
Yeah.
Hey, what group are you guys with?
DC Peace Team.
What? Could I talk to you for a second? What is DC Peace Team?
So we're here to try to prevent violence and kind of humanize the situation. So we're part of the safety team with the counter protesters.
Okay.
But
what do you hoping will happen? What do you think? Hope the outcome will be for the evening between these two groups?
Yeah, I mean, I think once it gets darker, it's going to be a little riskier. There's a couple marches later, but hopefully the music here. There's a plan to have a dance party throughout the evening, so hopefully that'll help some. But it's just going to be a matter of monitoring, I think, the side streets and kind of groups and individuals.
What's your protocol if something does look like it's going to happen? To break it up, or?
Yeah, I mean, we're trying to protect, the counter protesters primarily, and if it looks like.
Who are you trying to protect them from primarily?
Well, at this point, the primary threat is Proud Boy folks and pro-MAGA folks. But as it gets later in the evening, the police can be a little more challenging. So we do what we can to try to keep people apart.
Do you try to work in conjunction with the ACLU and keep yourselves close with the legal observers and whatnot too? Yeah. You guys are all kind of on that fringe group of kind of monitoring, it seems.
Yeah, we're monitoring, but also intervention. So the legal group is more observing and writing things down, but we're willing to intervene and try to be helpful if we can. I mean, we're not here to stop people from yelling at each other or swearing or having the sense of injustice being expressed.
Right.
We're just there if if it looks like someone's really going to get hurt physically, or the dehumanization gets so intense that something.
And that's terrible, right? That's something we can talk about on both sides. We've dehumanized so many different aspects of different groups of people. I mean, based off gender, based on race, based on politics, where we give them a moniker and then we deal with them accordingly. And we've forgotten that behind that there's a person, and they have real life experiences that have brought them to where they're at. But people don't want to have conversations. People are afraid to communicate, non-violently, without yelling, just talking.
Yeah, every now and then you get a few folks that are willing to talk for a little bit, but then.
Hey, buddy. Yeah, it's time to leave.
All right. No worries. We're just talking to the Peacekeeping.
No. I mean now.
Like I said.
There's no. There's no.
We're good.
No negotiation. Time to leave now.
Like I said, there's going to be pushback, and we're not going to.
Everybody has
roll the fuck out.
No, like I said, we're bouncing.
If you're not here to fight, then roll the fuck out.
Y'all want?
Also, we get you slapped. Keep walking. Keep walking.
This is the capital of the nation.
I know.
You're good. You're good. This is their group.
Some shit out. They get some shit out.
No Trump.
You're good.
Hey, but you asked them.
Everybody, this is their march.
Hey,
This is their
I respect you for that.
Yeah, no.
I respect you for that.
100%.
I'm hotter. I'm his sister. I get hot.
You don't need to talk back though.
I understand.
I told y'all.
I'm new.
This didn't come from me. This came from the top. So
Like,
whoever.
no, we're with it. I'm with it. Like I said, this is your guys' protest, and I said walking in, like, hey, if there's issues, we go ahead and skip. Like I said, we've been organizing. It's your event.
I make sure to tweet to let you know that you somebody that deserve respect out this bitch.
My whole thing, man, legit is just I'm just trying to make sure that everyone gets heard because I know that there's not enough opportunity for people to get their voices out here.
I fuck with that.
So
Everybody's heard each and every day. We want our little bit of space. You should have your mask on. Thank you for putting. You should have a mask. Everybody let everybody get heard. That's bullshit.
Do you have an extra
That's
mask?
bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, don't keep coughing out in the
That
street
is
because you
bull-
dropped the
absolute
mat. Come on
bullshit.
now, like,
Yeah.
cut the
Respect the
excuse, but
space.
like.
do you feel like this is gonna end? You're just filming. You're fine.
No, we get to ask
You're
her
good. You're
first.
good.
We get to ask her first.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't much mind. Just keep them off.
Yeah. I just, man,
That's
with
cool.
all this violence that we've seen, man, like, are we gonna see an end to that anytime soon?
See, this is the crazy shit about violence, right? Is that
And we've been trying to catch it. We saw a group of like Proud Boys walking around, and like then the police chased them down, and then the separation. Like,
it ain't much. It ain't
Yeah.
much. But this all as far as we gonna walk.
Okay.
Y'all have a good one.
I appreciate you talking to me, y'all.
Okay.
All right, y'all.
I can't control anything. If you want to speak,
Let's go.
I'll speak.
You're not letting me speak.
Hey, thank you, man. Take care.
What is that?
Take care.
So you can let me speak, and then you can go and edit it completely after.
live.
Yes.
I mean, look.
Live
I
can
just-
be edited.
Well,
We're gonna respect. They asked us, we go. Yeah, we're good. We're good. All right, y'all. Take care. Be safe. So, like I said, you don't need to argue with people.
I can't help myself.
Well, you need to shut up.
Try it.
Get off. So, like I said, moving into it, like I said, there's going to be some pushback. There's going to be people that don't want people there. But,
But that one guy was nice. I mean, he
well, it was hard for me to talk to him because
You can be frustrated. It's fine. It's gonna take me a minute.
I am.
It's gonna take me a minute. I'll get there.
Just listen.
Hey. Your adrenaline gets up. I have the same stuff. I just need a minute to get used to it. And
So like I was saying, walking in there was going to be issues with people, but there's different protests that are organized through different organizations, and they have different standards for how they want to operate. And that one, they didn't want us there. You show a little respect and talk to them a little bit openly about the fact that they didn't want us there, and then you're able to have a conversation. And that's a dialogue that I want to open up, not a verbal exchange of sparring between who's right, who's wrong. It doesn't matter about that. It's just about communicating. We're never going to get over that barrier of like, I'm right, you're wrong, until we have a conversation about how we all feel. And of course, as we got popped out, all right, here we go. So,
I'll be better. So you guys need a minute to.
oh, you can. You can hear everything.
You want to use the tripod?
Hey, whoa!
So, you're seeing right there, these square off with, and here comes, yeah. So here come the other side, but you here, you gotta have to roll on with me. Hey, she's with me. Sorry.
We've got some likes for you.
We got some in my backpack too. Here you go, right here.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
I don't care what side you're on, getting hit with pepper spray sucks ass in a big way. So that Sudacon is a big lifesaver when it gets down to getting sprayed down. Very cool. I'm handing out Sudacon and first aid to anybody I can out here because that stuff sucks. So it looks like they're moving around the other side now.
David, good to see you out, bro.
Go ahead and share that stream, y'all. Hey, can you guys hear me now?
Black Lives Matter! 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 Black Lives Matter!
All right, you guys can hear me okay? All right, good deal.
Game over! Get out! Game over! Get out! Game over! Get out! Game over! Get out! Trump lost! Go the fuck home! Trump lost! Go home! You look dumb as hell! Go the fuck
Get the fuck out, DC. This is not your fucking state. No Trump, no KKK, no fascist, USA. 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 Y'all got unity out here, man. Unity. You do not want instigators coming into this fixing it.
Man, what? Get some unity out here amongst our people. We fighting a good fight.
That we are not accepting black people and other people being killed with this unity and discrimination. What the fuck? Racism is over. White supremacy is over. Police violence is over.
Sorry, thank you, man.
You got it, man. Oh, you're gonna snap
I
back.
don't want to get too close here. That's okay.
No, you're good. You're good. The crowds are about equal size. I would say that on this side over here, there's probably, I would say, I'll give it like 20 or 30 more. Yeah, I can slide over some more, man. There you go. And I'd say there's probably about 75 to 100 right now. I mean, give or take 20 or 50. Yeah, no. I mean, we're expecting them to swing around the other side. Actually, no, there they are right there in the distance.
Go home, Proud Boys! Go home, Proud Boys! Go home, Proud Boys! Go home, Proud Boys! Go home, Proud Boys!
So you guys can check the numbers in the crowd. I can't really count it from here, but 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. I give them 100 plus.
Fuck a Proud Boy! What's that noise? 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 Fuck a Proud Boy! Your flags are disgusting. Like a fucking black hole. If not, let me have the fucking brother.
But I mean, you guys got to remember, there's more in this Proud Boy group than just Proud Boys. You got different organizations that are involved there, but you're seeing just Trump supporters. Oh, here's another wave of Proud Boys. But I'm not sure what the Confederate flag's all about. Yeah, but so they've got all these merging groups that are marching on the right. And then you've got, of course, the counter protest here. They got attack hounds. So hashtag, if you guys go into hashtag out now, I believe is one of the groups. They've got refusefascism.org is another one of the groups out here. You've also got Defend DC is another organization that's out here. So they've got several organizations on the left side over here, and then of course on the right you've got your Proud Boys, you've got general groupings of patriots, and a couple different organizations that came in. The 10 million to Washington, Stop the Steal, Million Mega,
Thank you very much, you fucking asses.
and like I said, Proud Boys who are over here. So it's just a blend of different groups. I mean, we expected this out in these streets. And everybody running down the middle here.
And back to Blue, I saw a video in New York. The Trump was yelling at the fucking ass police. I thought you guys supported police. That's not.
Hey,
Go home, you fucking rednecks. Get the fuck out.
Justin, anybody who's confused about what I'm doing out here, you guys can save that stuff. I've been spending my time doing what I can. Actually, I was up on top of this ledge right here, hoping to just get a vantage point from the middle, and then the police kettled everybody down this way, this line right here. So I'm standing where I'm standing because this is where I'm at, and it's a good vantage. So enjoy the view.
I grew up in that shit. Fucking when somebody thinks they're gonna be automatically better than the next person.
Lady Licky, whatever, you can go ahead and get deleted and blocked out of there. We're not talking about some straight hate speech like that. We're talking about killing people? Come on, man. I don't need to go ahead and pick sides, y'all, to be very clear. I'm out here to show you what's happening, not to tell you what's happening. Not to go ahead and give you the 411 on how it should happen. Let y'all figure that out for yourselves.
You guys run! Why are you back?
Yeah, you're right, Lynn. Tell them. If y'all got a problem with the fact that I'm showing you what's happening from both sides as best I can, you can turn it off. Or better yet, tune into Fox or CNN or one of the other mainstream medias that's not out here. Go ahead. Yeah, Lynn, you're looking out. So those Proud Boys, man, it's like sharks. They're just circling around on the outside over there. They keep marching back and forth. They kind of went up and circled the block that direction up here. And then kind of looks like they loop back. I don't know if their idea is to try to get through this police line, but I don't think they're going to get... I mean, the police are moving pretty quick here. But yeah, I started smelling that pepper spray right off the bat. And it's crazy because the dude, I didn't realize until I got down there and handed him the Sudicon, which helps with, not so much with pepper spray, but with tear gas and whatnot, but it's good wipe when you get any of that chemical on you. But was the same guy that when we walked up was like, fuck CJ, blah, blah, blah. He's a local, his name's Austin, I think. He's a local streamer dude. For whatever reason, he has a problem with me. I don't know why. Probably because, like you guys have seen, I do walk both sides and try to get as much footage as I can from every angle. So, like I said, people are either that mentality of you're either with us or against us is antiquated, y'all. It's so antiquated.
Fuck you, Nazi! Nazi scum!
This is where I ended up. Actually, I don't even know if they're letting people out right now. They kind of pushed everybody this way. And for a while there, they're keeping the group separate. I don't think they're letting people in or out of this block right here. So this is where I'm at for the time being. But yeah, I'm actually going to turn off these comments, let y'all talk to each other.
They said they have lasers. They got lasers. They said to turn.
And I'm going to go ahead and just keep on doing what I do.
They said they're going to bring out the lasers. Whoever they got.
You guys want to saddle in and share the stream because it's going to be a long night. I guarantee you that. We're going to be out here all night. So for everyone over here, you've got two lines. You've got, not only is there a huge disdain for the police, but of course for the Proud Boys and the Patriots on the other side of that police line. And I saw a lot of comments. People were like, well, why don't the police just leave then and let nature take its course? And we saw what happened in the streets out in DC a couple weeks ago. And man, violence is violence, y'all. I don't want to see that. I mean, you already know how that clash is going to go if it happens. It's not going to go well. It's not going to go good for anybody. So let's err in the direction of humanity is my vote on everything. But in the background there, it looks like the plaza basically emptied out, like all the way back to BLM Plaza. Oh, this whole area is wild because, like I said, this whole area was basically like blocked off from anyone coming in or going out until all those Proud Boys rushed the line. I wasn't able to get through. And then I was able to kind of cut through between these police over here. And but then they pushed. So it's interesting though, they've kind of like sequestered off this area over here from anybody coming in here. And so it's just kind of like, you know, my assumption is the police are trying to keep the peace. And I would assume that right now, if the police weren't here, like that's exactly what's happening, because you know this wouldn't end well if these two groups clashed right now. I'm good. So what were your thoughts on that one? You guys almost had your hands full there for a second.
Who are you with?
What's that?
Who are you with?
CJTV, I do independent journalism. I got a card for you if you want to check it out. Here you go, boss. You seem upset at me right now, I don't know why. Wait, what? So who? I'm sorry, I didn't. Is it me personally or just? Alright, man. Well, I hope your day goes better. Interesting. So yeah, those guys, like I said, they're all still circling around right out that, like right outside that police line right out here. They're still milling around, and I would assume that that's kind of where everyone's staying right now. Otherwise, you'd see a lot of action. Like people would move, they would relocate and redirect their shield wall. And I gotta say, man, the ingenuity on the shields is always interesting to me. It's interesting, the shield says "we keep us safe," and man, I just have to wonder if that's the case right now. Yeah, so that's that group moving back.
If you're going to march, at least get some drums. Show me a marching band. Do something else. Make it work. Fuck you, fascists! 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 Fuck you, fascists!
That is a crazy sign though, man. Look at that thing. Yikes. Oh, it's hair. I thought it was fire. Okay. That makes more sense. Steve Bruner, I think, the artist who made that. Apparently, Steve Bruner. So the general sentiment, from what I'm hearing from the other side of the line, is they're calling out everyone on this side over here. Of course, everyone over here is calling them out. And then they're talking about we can meet in these streets. And the issue is that right in between both these groups is 2 lines of police. And so that's where the issue is that they're not going to be able to get at each other. And if they do, this is going to be like a scene out of Batman. This is going to be, I mean, you already know there's going to be a lot of pepper spray. I don't see any masks. I mean, you got riot helmets on the police, but there's not a lot of, when I say masks, I mean like ventilators, respirators, I mean not ventilators, respirators. So I would imagine that tear gas isn't going to be popped. Actually, in the comments, what are the policies on tear gas in DC right now? If anybody knows, if you guys could look that up, if they are permitted to use tear gas in the streets of DC right now.
Oh no, I just want to take a look.
Hey, do you know what the policy is on tear gas in DC?
No. All I know is that MPD got like $100,000 worth of tear gas like a couple months ago.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's great. Not really. That was so
okay. No, I picked up on that.
I'm saying that because I can tell that you're live.
I picked up on that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, this is just tensions are super hot already, man.
Yeah.
I can't believe that.
I thought it wasn't gonna be like this in the dark.
Yeah. I'm surprised that it's snack. I didn't expect to see so many different groups of Proud Boys.
No, what
and
I
Patriots
think they're
walking
doing
out.
is just walking back and forth.
Yeah, it keeps like I said, it's like sharks. They just keep circling outside the police line.
Is that all they have?
There's like I think 2 groups. I saw like these guys. There's one, and then one running around the block, and there's another one.
Wait, why is there fucking Paddington in there? Or is that Smokey?
Did I just see Paddington Bear?
Is that Paddington on the? Is that,
You're right. I think I just saw
Paddington on the flag.
I think it's Smokey the Bear.
Oh.
I split.
I never saw Paddington.
Because I saw Paddington too. The second you said that, I'm like, yeah, you're right. That is Paddington Bear. That softens things up a little bit. You know, it takes a little bit of the edge off. I think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do you know how to spell? They said on
Oh, okay. Play on words.
No, I just don't think she knew how to spell.
Oh man.
Can I take you back to 2nd grade?
Man. Yeah, you guys, I'm not on any side. I'm out here doing what I do, talking to people. I don't care if you voted for Trump, you vote for it. If you voted for Biden, I don't care who you voted for. I'm gonna have a conversation, and I'm gonna be civil, and I'm gonna maintain my levels because everyone deserves that respect. And like I saw when they were asking us to leave earlier, if you respect people, you'll get respect back. It's the laws of nature right there. Unless you're fighting a bear, in which case there's 2 schools of thought: run downhill or ball up and let them maul in the back of your skull. So here we sit. Yeah. Who's Rushton? What's up, Rushton? How you doing? I don't know who Rushton is, but what's up? It's tense right now, you guys. It's super tense right now. Yeah, this is no joke. Everyone here is on edge, and it's it's pretty intense. I mean, there's pepper spray in the road right here. Someone got hosed down already, and it looks like people are kind of chilling back over here. So hopefully they'll loosen up the line and let us bounce through here at some point. Cover some other stuff walking around here. So I got you, Jack. Let you know when I'm in Kenosha. Anyway, I'm not too far from the Washington Monument, actually. Let me check on that real fast. One second. And again, I appreciate everyone for jumping in here and helping out with any contributions. It does make this possible. So, Andrew Dunham, good looking out. I'll work on that mic. The mic situation came in because of how loud it got. It's a sensitive mic. It's a better mic, which is very sensitive. So, but it's definitely tense in here right now. Between the two groups, things are heated, very heated. And I'm gonna check on where the Washington Monument is right now in comparison to where I'm at. Yeah, if you guys are able to donate, $1 to $2, 10 cents to 30 cents, whatever it is, I appreciate it. Antifa guys has already, boom. So everyone bounced out. Like, they just rolled down the street down there and recongregated in the middle of their square. And they got the police over here still. Yeah, the mic was crackling because the levels were too high. So. But we're going to try to take a look at the other side here in a second. It's not super far away, but a little bit of a walk. But I'm going to head that direction here in a second. We'll see what's up. Are you cool? Let's go through now. Can I go through? Can I leave now? It's blocked on the other side as well. Like, they escorted people in. Are they able to escort somebody out? That'd be cool. You could. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, we're not too far from Washington Monument. Yeah, tonight you guys stay tuned. Things are gonna get real salty this evening. So that's when things are gonna get loose. So pay attention to that. Stay tuned. Sorry, I'm just checking the maps here. Hey, Jennifer Holt, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah. Hospice, good looking out. Thank you very much. Yeah, if you guys do, I can't see any donations come in. I can't really shout them out. I'll be out here all night. Yeah. And yeah, if you guys let me know, and I'll definitely make sure to get shout outs. I really do appreciate it. It makes all this very possible. But yeah, here's my thing. To be clear, I'm gonna talk about this directly. So when it comes right down to these situations where I've got a group of a couple hundred people that may or may not want me to be down there, and my choice is to battle with them about whether or not they want me there, just so you guys know, I'm going to err in the direction of safety every time, because I don't need to fight that fight. Not because, I don't feel, it doesn't upset me, not because I don't feel strongly about the fact that I don't appreciate people being censored, but I do respect the fact that that's not my protest. Like, this was organized, just so you guys know. So these protests out here tonight or today were organized. They put out notifications. They called people into action. Carol Johnson, thank you so much. And so that being said, it's kind of like throwing a party, you know what I mean? And maybe you don't want somebody at your party. That's your choice to make. And I'm not going to force my camera into someone's face, you know what I mean? So I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I'm still here, you know what I mean? I'm right here. Literally, it was directly in front of me where they told me to leave. We made it 30 feet away. And 30 seconds later, a group showed up and we're right back to where we started. But for me personally, it all comes down to just showing some respect, man. Like, much like I expect from everybody in the communication here in the community, talking to each other, just be respectful. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to agree on things. And I know people love to troll and they love to talk trash and people want to get in here and be clever and have something witty to say, and that's fine, whatever. Again, I support that. Lynn Ford, thank you so much. But at the end of the day, like, really, it does come down to, like, the humanitarian aspect of respecting that we're all human. We're all, we got our own views, we got our own opinions, and I'm okay with that. So, and I try to do as much just showcasing what's happening out here and not coaching you guys up on what it is. You know what I mean? Because that's not. Man, I'm still trying to figure it out myself. You know what I mean? I don't have all the answers. Some of the things I will address is that I do feel that in our country there is racial inequalities that need to be addressed. Absolutely, I've never denied that fact, and I do feel that with a lot of the things that I've seen in the police force, there could be extra training. You know, I'm not sure exactly, because again, I haven't had a chance to really talk to the police as much as I would like to, for better de-escalation training, hand-to-hand combat training to give them, I would say, more confidence, less need to pull a gun, and more ability to control bodies, and cultural sensitivity training. But I was talking to a gentleman the other night, and he said something that was really interesting. He said that in his town, the average age of the police officers are 20 to 25, or 21 to 25. It's a very young police force, and I think that's important to keep in mind, because younger generations bring in new thought, new ideas, new beliefs, and I think that that's important to see. More racial integration and better communication between the different ideologies and belief systems under one umbrella. And right now the umbrella that we're talking about is the badge, right? Like the blue. And so as it is right now, like in anything, you know what I mean? We need to work on ourselves, and in any organization, there's always opportunities for change. So growth, adaptation, organic development. So I think that pushing in that direction is important. We need people to agree that, or to appreciate that human rights transcend every race, color, creed. It's 100% about there's people on the other side of the line that are like, hey, we're watching your stream right now. I mean, I haven't changed on that, you know. But we need to stop fighting so much. Legit, guys. There needs to be less conflict, more conversation. We need to have more understanding. But like someone was saying yesterday in an interview that we had with one of the organizers of the events happening over on the other side of town, he was saying that people are not just angry, they're scared. You know, people are just really scared of what might happen, what's going on. And so there's a lot of knee-jerk reactions, a lot of trigger points for people right now that are sending people into, you know, I guess reactionary instead of responsive. So people are becoming very reactionary right now. So and it sucks because when these folks are like, no, you need to leave, get out of here, we don't want you here. I mean, there are other people in there that are, you know, filming and whatnot, but I think that it's this misconception, like people keep saying that, you know, that I'm on one side or the other, and they assume that I'm, you know, that I'm out here like spying for the right, and then the right, a lot of times they hate media. There's a lot of hate towards media right now. So, you know, man, walking right down the middle of the road is difficult, man. Like just trying to like let everybody see what's happening on both sides of the fence. So, but I'm gonna keep pushing, and I'm gonna get pushed back. But I know there's a lot of like chaos porn junkies out here, and so don't expect me to get into a fight for everyone's entertainment. All right. So, but like Rise PDX is saying right now, both sidism. I think that's understanding in the fact that I love that people want to go. There's a lot of conviction, but people are trying to use that to convince instead of just appreciating that like you can have your views and I can have mine. We don't have to agree, but it doesn't mean we need to punch each other in the streets. And I understand that the push, like the guy was saying earlier. If you feel like on the speaker, he was saying that if you feel strongly about something, protest it. Go out and speak your piece and let your voice be heard. But appreciate that like it doesn't need to be done violently, because it's proven that violent, you know, movements don't have nearly the effect that peaceful protest does. And so I would hope that people keep pushing towards understanding instead of intimidation. You know what I mean? Like education is the way to go about it. Help people better understand your point of view, and you know, you might find that you agree on a lot more than you disagree on. So, but out in the streets is a tough place to do that. You know what I mean? Because out here people are just yelling things at each other, and they're wearing banners of, that. I mean, I saw a Confederate flag out here, and I mean, anyway, I think we can all agree that's a little antiquated. You know what I mean? And over here, like you just hear a lot of hate speech thrown at both sides. You know what I mean? So, but again, First Amendment rights. People are allowed to say what they want to say and feel how they want to feel, and no one should shut that up. You know what I mean? But as it is right now, you got to choose your room. You know what I mean? Like read the crowd, read the room, and appreciate that. This some situations may not be the situation for you to be in. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So all we can do is just hope that people have better understanding and change and look at things differently and appreciate that we need to be better to each other. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, so anyway. Well, we're getting there. I think. I'm not sure. No, it's interesting to see certain things that people are out here representing. You know what I mean? So, anyway, I'm gonna. Why am I not filming? I am filming. Here, I'll show you what I'm looking at right now. There's a police line here. There's no one over here. There's a police line on the next block, and the next block, and the next block. And so, there's nothing I can do right now. I'm just stuck there. What up, Derek? Yeah, I'm just stuck in the middle with you. Am I going to march with the Proud Boys again? I will film the Proud Boys again, and I will definitely film anyone on any side. Honestly, here's the issue that someone that just said that. Will you march with the Proud Boys again? You saw what happened when I tried to go down and cover this group down here, right? Everyone in Blacklock that's down here that's saying hey, they flat out, we don't want you here. We don't want you filming. Okay, cool. So where do you go? And so you walk this direction, and then there's that other group, and thus far they've been accepting and letting people film. So if my job, as I feel, is to film, I'm gonna have to go where I can film. So you gotta appreciate that. So hope people learn and figure it out that you don't have to pick a side. You know what I mean? You can respect people and live the life you want to live, and believe what you want to believe, and you don't owe it to anybody to explain your beliefs. You don't owe it to anybody to rationalize who you are to anybody. You're allowed to be your own human being. I guess we can. You know what I mean? And it's not anyone's right to infringe upon that.
Are they keeping us in on all sides?
Yeah, that's the weird thing is
Anyway.
there's a police line up this direction. They said there's no police line up back. I don't know what's going on. I'm just hanging out right here.
I hope I'm not stuck here too long.
I like enjoy your time.
Hey, you want to hold up a second?
Sure.
What group are you with?
With Independent Media.
Is that the name of the group?
No, I got a card if you'd like it.
Okay.
It's called CJTV.
All right.
If I can get to it, just a sec.
I do DC Media Group.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Good for you. How long have you been doing that?
About 10 years now.
Oh, wow. So you're a veteran.
Yeah.
Are you guys a
Ever
live
since
streaming group?
Occupy. Yeah, if you go to DC Media Group, we do all kinds of stuff. We cover
Cool.
environmental pipeline fights.
So have you done a lot of traveling in your career then?
Yeah, I've gone all up and down the East Coast. I've gone to, we've sent people out to Ferguson during that.
Oh, did you really? Yeah, you were right there in it then.
I wasn't personally, but there were a lot of our group. They took a van out there, and we've gone up to New York for the climate stuff, down to North Carolina for the Moral Monday things. I can't even remember everything. It's been the pipeline, the LNG fights. There's just so much stuff going on, you know.
CJ. Thank you. See you later. Thanks. Move your ass. Are we coming through?
No, so hold on. Stay right here.
Oh, okay. I'll stay right here. Sorry. You're not careful. My mom's like, let me talk to him. I was like, absolutely not. Absolutely.
So, yeah, so.
Hey, if you talk, that's it.
I don't want to come back.
Oh, you're good. All right, cool. Oh.
You got the up.
Got snagged up. All right. We made it out. So everyone else, I don't know how everyone else made it out, but I finally got out. It's the whole streamer jail thing. It seems to be happening everywhere in the country. Streamer jail, man. Down in Portland, they're having there's kind of like an autonomous zone they're setting up. And
Is this on mic right now or on camera?
no, it's just on the camera.
Oh, okay.
And a lot of the people that are down there that are organizing that event don't want people filming. So they built like a little streamer jail. So any of the streamers that are there, they have to stay in this little jail cell, this plywood jail cell, until something happens. I believe that's the idea. I haven't checked it, but I think the idea is you have to stay in that little jail cell until like the police show up or until something like intense happens. Then they can come out and film.
As long as they're having fun.
At least our jail is like legit, man. Our jail has guns.
I don't know what that
and
means,
batons.
but okay.
Well, the only people that hemmed you in were...
Anyway, yeah. All right, man, take it easy. So, the issue that we got here is that, again, they're not letting people down this line right here either. It's funny that they use snow plows. I guess they're not being used right now because this is December in DC right now, and it's like t-shirt weather. That's ridiculous. And I'm actually frustrated about it because I wanted to have some like intense cold weather, but that is not what's going on right now.
You're a psycho. It's fabulous.
I mean, not when you planned. I flew cross country expecting rain and cold, sleet, and snow. So now,
We should ask these people where they're coming from.
No, we just gotta get
around.
Hey, where are you guys trying to get to? Oh, okay.
We'll have to go up to the busy street and walk down that way.
We're gonna try to get the mic running again.
It's such a weird vibe today, man. It was way different than last time.
Oh, everyone's ready for it. They're fed up. People are angry. They're ready to smash on each other. But after last weekend, there was a lot of I think it was embarrassment too. A lot of people were really embarrassed about how things went down. I mean, I guess embarrassed, maybe that's not the best term, but there's a lot of gloating about, we beat up on these people. And, Proud Boys were, super amped up about fighting with the Antifa. It was just so now everyone's kind of all right, cool. Now that we've stretched out, got our sea legs about us. It's time to do real work.
It's like you said, it's adaptive. That was a really apt way to say it.
Everything about the protests, the riots, anything. It's all adaptive, super adaptive.
Now look, freedom!
And that being said, you saw what happened, not even just in Kenosha, but all the other places you've been. Portland, down in Portland it was crazy because you saw things go from even the tear gas like techniques that were done, it went from them just shooting tear gas to the crowd throwing the tear gas back, to the crowd finally just bypassing, throwing it back, and they just got leaf blowers and started blowing it back. Well, then the police and the federal agents, they got leaf blowers and started blowing it back at the protesters. And then they built that fence. Well, the fence was already there, but it happened in stages. But then the fence was there, and so they just kept lobbing it back and over the fence. So what they did finally was they put those barricades up. So it was like a barricade, and they had the fence right here, but they had the barricade on the inside of the fence, and there was a gap. So what they did was they throw the tear gas in the gap between the barricade and the fence so that no one could get it and throw it back over. And then again, it just came down to like reading the wind, you know what I mean? Like which way the tear gas is gonna get blown. It's crazy. And then they had double leaf blowers. It's crazy, but they went off like the Chinese protest techniques and things like that. Adaptive, very adaptive. We're gonna plug in this mic though, guys. See if this gives us some sound quality that we can work with.
You want to stop for a second and do it, or?
Yeah, okay.
Turn it on. Okay. Yeah, that was a really surprising situation. It's like a nighttime thing happening in the daytime, super hostile.
I mean, they were out last night too, looking for action. Looking for love in all the wrong places.
I'm so turned around about where we're at because we've had all these like...
The monument's right over here. The White House is right there.
Oh yeah, okay. I wonder if they have a big Christmas tree up this year.
They're building the stage for the inauguration, looks like.
I wouldn't think the inaugurate. Well,
I mean, maybe they're just planning ahead of time. I don't know.
So last year we were down here and we took a tour of like the big White House Christmas tree and all of they had trees from every
I was down here.
State. I know, I'm telling the people.
Oh.
They had like junior high schoolers decorate ornaments from each individual state. That was really cool.
Yeah.
And my family got to take a tour of the White House last year, so there you go.
I didn't. I had to babysit.
Yourself?
Oh yeah, I didn't babysit, but I just froze my ass off. It was so cold last year. Like that's what I was expecting this year. In December. I'm like, all right, cool. It's gonna be freezing. Like, top hats and isotoners. Oh, you're good. But it's such a cool building.
We could head towards the Washington Monument. I guess there's people over there. This is the Dwight D. Eisenhower building.
Is that what this is?
Unless you have another name for it, CJ. What would this building be to you? Give us a tour of DC, my friend.
So this is Hufflepuff's house. This is where Scary Potter lives in the off season. When he's not in the kitchens of Slytherin.
Hey, take my hat.
That's how they live here.
Will you take the hat?
Nope.
Take it.
Can't. You got a bag.
That's right. He's a brat.
All right.
Yep, it's the Dwight D. Eisenhower building.
Go ahead and walk to him.
They only give tours to Trump supporters. Actually, they give tours to anyone who applies for them. It's a lotto system. I'm a very lucky girl.
Okay, I'm gonna turn you off.
This is Shama behind the camera. CJ's, this baby. Oh my goodness.
Okay,
makes my uterus skip a beat.
Oh, yeah, we're definitely, you're done. You're straight up done, for real. Sorry, guys.
No, he's sorry. They love it.
Nobody trying to hear about your uterus.
You shut your mouth.
Jeez.
Go to Freedom Plaza, people are saying. Let me look on my phone and see where that is. Let's see.
All right, let's check the mic levels. Where are we at here? And all right, there we go. We'll turn that down a little bit. There we go. How you doing? All right, so I'm doing a mic check real quick. Let me know if you guys can hear me in there.
No sound.
Give it a second. It's on a delay. You check the comments. No, you're not.
It says camera woman is chill. CJ, be nice to your sister. You want me to check those comments? Those ones right there, CJ?
Just.
It's not happening yet. Stop being sassy. Okay, it says yes.
All right, cool. Because I know sometimes it cuts out on us.
Oh, now they all caught up. Yep, loud and clear.
Cool. I'm gonna give it a little bit of a windshield here because it's kind of windy out here. So hopefully it's still solid for you. I think we're heading towards the Washington Monument. I think there was a big group of people that way. I know that on the other side of the Washington Monument, I believe, is where they're having some of the speeches and things that are happening over there. So we're going to try to catch up with the other side of things and see what's going on over there. Maybe take a rickshaw. I don't know.
Take a rickshaw. Oh, there is a rickshaw. Look at that.
I know, a lot of people do. It just,
Hello.
You're gonna get hate for that. Gosh, this building is beautiful.
I'm allowed to do what I want. All right.
I'm good, thank you. Documenting?
Yeah. What are y'all doing?
For what? We're just coming here to see the menorah, but what are you guys documenting?
Oh, here you go. Just
Independent media.
Oh, we need that.
yeah.
We think so.
You can take that
Media.
if you'd like.
It's okay, I got a picture of it.
Oh, you gotcha. Sorry guys, I'm good. I'm not gonna take the ride.
Ever accept submission?
Yeah.
Oh, don't get me on camera.
Oh, I was like, I can't walk backwards that fast anyway.
Is there get out of her way?
I'm trying.
Is there any is there something you had in mind? Like be more inclusive with source more of.
Is it just the two of you, or do you have a...
We have a network of people that work with us.
Yeah.
Platforms. We do Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and
You're gonna slackline this?
you just call it
story of my life, brother.
I'm trying to get this security guard to be like, just wasn't high enough. I'd say 5 hours or so to be able to stop.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah.
All right, CJ, ready to learn a new
About 5
skill?
hours to stand up, and then
Okay.
another 20 to 1.
The car earlier today and I fell. I don't know if that's. Do you have a first aid kit?
Perfect.
Get out of here. Personally. All right, Baron, we need you to come out and slack with my. What's your name?
Or invite me in.
Or you? I don't think you're allowed. My man, brother. Look at that. Look at the core strength on this guy. Is amazing.
It does develop the core.
I like he just gracefully walked it off. Like, I meant to get off. I was done.
This thing's not high.
Hey-o.
Am I?
Are you?
No. Unfortunately not. What are you guys doing here?
Sometime.
Well, you know what? I got a card here too.
Get out of here.
Yes, I do. It's not even from.
Hey,
but,
I'm his sister, man.
Oh, cool. Yeah. So we both just got into rock with me. I'm from Chicago. So.
I would, but I need to use some. You're not Justin, though.
I'm not Justin. My name is Joe.
Ow! I hit an eyeball. It went up underneath the glasses. Got me in the eye. So yeah, they're the White House. That's not the White House.
Nope. It's still the Eisenhower building.
Where's the White House? Oh, it's on the other side? Oh, it's right there.
There.
There it is. Over there. Multiple stories. Bone white, ivory white. It's a very white, I'd call it a white house.
Hey, pop quiz. Where was the old state capitol located before it got burned down?
Hey guys, pop quiz. Where was the old state capitol at before it burned down? Big questions. Tough. No, I do not have an answer to that. Are the frames on there yet?
Not yet.
Guys, well, if you can hear me, we're still just walking around here, trying to catch back up with.
It's like sand. There we go. Are they still here? Get out of my hands. I don't care.
I do.
sorry. You're the only one who gets to have fun during the day.
No, just...
Oh, there's the White House.
It's crazy how stark it is. You can see the snipers on the road.
Plainly out there.
I don't know, but you can. That guy looks like he's 9 feet tall.
Oh, we have 30 frames now.
Are you guys seeing that in the background there?
He does look big. I don't think they can zoom in.
Well, you guys can zoom in on your TVs or your shots. You can zoom in on that right there. Not that I want to get a close-up of anybody on, other than for artistic purposes.
Oh, let's get it out of the way.
How am I going to be in the picture then? I'll slide over there. It's fine.
Oh, no, he was this guy back here.
Oh, he's with me. It's cool. Get on that side. We're just going to stand here and photobomb everybody. So that's the White House. Like I told you guys in the description, multiple stories, very white, and it's a house. Well, yeah. Pictures can be dangerous. Know your limits. Go up to them. This is...
That's fireworks.
Oh, it's Chanukah.
Oh, it was a Hanukkah thing.
It says, Happy Chanukah. How about that, huh? We celebrate the season, y'all. Everybody's season. L'chaim. This was here. I'm going to leave it here. I don't know if that's meant to be there. I'm going to leave it right where I found it. It wasn't mine. Is that yours? They had explosives strapped to them. That's not a good idea. Just saying. He said they were handing those out to everybody. I don't think that's a very good idea. It's odd to see police vehicles, but they're horse trailers. Like they're geared up. They got the horse police. Now, what's the deal with the horse police? I hear that in New York, I think they're decommissioning horse police. I don't know. Someone had explained to me at one point the tie between... Anyway, you guys can go and look into the history of mounted police. I'll let you guys dig down that rabbit hole. Hope the penalty's not too big for jumping fences in D.C. I think you have to go into this event and then walk all the way around to get to that porta potty. Or maybe not.
Porta potty's right outside of the fence.
Is it?
We used them last year, remember?
Same porta potty?
Yep.
It's almost hot. What is going on? Come on, people.
Yeah,
Look like
in that FBI building. Now we're good. We're at 30.
Yeah, I don't know. We're back. And if you guys would reshare the stream, anytime the frames drop off like that, you guys, just share it out again. Stick with me, refresh, keep it open in the corner, whatever you got to do. Just come back in and check. We'll be up and running, and then let me know, of course, if the sound's giving us issues. I try to keep it on mic so that we can actually talk to people, and that's kind of my thing. It's my shtick. So I'm going to keep doing that. But it's tough sometimes because my pocket just jingled. Okay. Man, that's crazy. I think there's no reception over there at all. What?
Oh, no, it went back up again. Never mind.
Okay. Huh.
So mounted police are police who patrol on horseback or camelback. Their day-to-day function is typically picturesque or ceremonial, but they're also employed in crowd control because of their mobile mass and height advantage, and increasingly they're used in the UK for crime prevention and high visibility and policing roles.
Interesting. So, mostly used for crowd control and in the UK apparently for the mounted police, but I'm thinking the historical ties to the mounted police. Anyway. Oh, Bada Bada, what's up?
You know that person?
Bada Bada's been in the team for a while now.
Oh, good.
Here you go.
I won't focus on the porta potties.
Unless you want to put together clean porta potties.
I know, he's a nut, right? Hi.
Bigger, but...
Is there, where are people gathered right now? Do you know? Do you mind if I talk with you?
Yeah, no worries.
Okay, perfect. Where are people gathered up today?
We were down towards the Capitol, and now we're down towards. We started at Freedom Square.
Freedom Square.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Where did you guys come in from?
Jacksonville, Florida.
Okay, so you just came up the coastline.
Yep.
Nice. Thanks for bringing the sunshine with you.
Yeah, right?
Right? We were
It turned out to be a nice day.
so nice. We were down last year and it was frigid cold.
Plumber, it's not flushing right.
Are you guys all in the same group here?
Oh no.
Oh, okay. So where did you come in from?
Jacksonville.
Okay. Well, look, you made a new best friend.
Oh, we came up here.
Oh, you did? I was pointing. I called it. Good friends. So you guys just came out to for the Trump rally, I'm guessing. Is there a particular group you came out with?
No.
Came down here.
Just came down. Or up.
Yep.
Who are you with, or you got your own channel? Or?
Yep, we're independent media with CJTV. I can give you a.
CJTV.
Yep, he covers. He's covered everything across the whole United States. Unbiased completely. It's one of the only ones you're going to find out there, honestly.
Really?
That's completely unbiased. All right, where's my cards?
That's what we're looking for.
Right.
It's needed. I mean, democracy can't happen if there's no independent press. There's no independent media. Then what?
Really, we don't trust anybody on either side.
Either
There you go. And why should you? Right? Yeah, that's his mission. It's to independent media across the nation. There we go. There you go. All right.
You're on
Yeah,
YouTube?
please do. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You know. Yep. That's how it goes. Yeah. So he's CJ's the guy in the bathroom over there.
Okay.
He's the reporter. I'm the camera person. Yeah. Yep.
CJ?
So
the nicest porta potties.
Right? Aren't they?
Yeah.
I'll let CJ. You can do a proper interview.
What's going on?
If you'd like. Hi guys.
Are you guys with the porta potty company? I was saying that they.
Off that review, I think I'm going to have to go. The
You
nicest
said-
porta potty ever. I mean, hey.
Guy had to get a name for yourself somewhere, right? I do what I have to do. All right. I do what I have to do.
All right.
So what's going on? What's happening?
You got to chat with her or whatnot.
Oh yeah. What'd she have to say?
You said unbiased station. We'll check it out.
Yeah, dude. Did she give you a card?
Yes. she gave
Okay,
me
good
my
deal. Yeah,
card.
yeah. How you guys been out here all weekend, or?
Just last night, and we got in here.
How was last night?
Well, we just came in today, so.
Oh, okay.
Traffic was a nightmare.
Yeah, traffic
Yeah.
coming in.
Traffic's no
Friday
joke.
night, 9 o'clock at night is insane. Coming in DC. Maybe that's normal. I'm sure. It's the first time, so.
This has been a trip. This entire session right here, I'll say, has been different. Not just the weather, but the overall crowd vibe. Everything's been. It's been interesting. It's been really interesting. Have you guys been caught up in any of the fray that's been going on, between the different groups?
Yeah, no, we haven't. We've seen some people running and whatnot.
Yeah. Are you guys gonna be here all night?
Not sure. We might hit the road. Head back.
How far you gotta go?
Jacksonville, Florida.
How far?
Jacksonville, Florida.
Jacksonville. You guys drove up
800
here.
miles. We drove up there, yeah.
What?
Yeah, we won't do that again.
You guys drove up
We
from
won't do it
Jacksonville,
again.
Florida,
Yeah.
and just to hang out for the day, and you're gonna head back?
We stayed last night. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll make it back in 10 hours.
10?
Yeah.
That's a 17-hour trip.
No, it's about
No,
12,
I have
12
no
hours,
idea.
12
I have no
hours.
idea.
Yeah, it's 12 hours, but yeah.
So okay, I gotta ask you. You guys drove pretty far. You obviously feel pretty strongly about the reasons for coming.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Could you tell? And you guys might have to speak a little bit louder, but tell me a little bit about that. What? I mean, I don't know if she talked to you about that, but
Just obviously we understand stuff's being stolen from the president. I mean, it's so much evidence, but people are turning a blind eye. It's like, yeah, nothing to see here. So,
do you feel that turnouts like today are going to have any kind of influence on the outcome?
I hope that the Supreme Court and whatnot would recognize that people are trying to.
Sure.
Yeah. But you know what it is.
Right.
Yeah.
What do you think what's the temperature?
It's a little blind faith, but
What's going to happen? 14th comes around, Electoral College. They put their views. They put the numbers out. What's going to happen in the country? What do you think?
And they've divided us already with the media and whatnot. So who knows?
Right.
I mean, they've done it over and over.
We talked to another couple from Florida actually when we first got here, and today, and business owners. And one of the things they said is they feel like the first thing that is going to happen when or if Biden gets sworn into office is that they're going to go after Second Amendment rights. And they said, coming from Florida, that's you feel the same thing. They said that's not going to happen down in Florida. They said no one's taking their the right to bear.
Well, even Texas just said they're trying to secede from the U.S. I was like, wow, Texas.
Wow, yeah.
They would have a fight on their hands, that's for sure.
Yeah. Now, when you say they'd have a fight on their hands, what do you think that looks like?
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, that's a big deal. It's a big deal. We hear terms like civil war tossed around.
Yeah, I don't think the civil war is going to happen.
I don't think it would go that far, but, you know.
I'm not sure.
I mean, I feel like, I don't know. I'm just curious, you know what I mean, about what people's feelings are. Like, and I asked people earlier.
All I can say is they're not taking my guns. If that's what they try to do, I mean, it's not going to happen.
Right.
Not without going to prison or whatever, you know.
Gotcha.
I'm not saying I want to kill anybody, but they're not taking.
No, I hear you. We're not advocating violence, but you know, but you maintain your rights. Right. Now, the question I had earlier, and I'm curious with a lot of folks how they feel about this. Let's say that the roles were reversed, and it looked like the unanimous victory, or a victory for Trump.
Which I think happened.
Okay. Let's say that in the same case though, Biden pulled up that same argument and was pushing things the exact same way right now about election fraud happening. What are your feelings about that if it were roles reversed and it wasn't Trump on the other end of it?
What do you mean, Biden saying it was election?
Right.
I mean, look at the numbers, though. I mean, more than any other president in history, and now all of a sudden he beats out Obama. Biden does.
Right.
And all of a sudden, this, and
he got more votes cast than people, you know, registered to vote. You know.
Yeah.
But
you got a question.
Then again, you get it from news, so you know, who knows what to believe anymore.
Yeah. I mean,
that's my problem.
I'm just super curious about the way people would approach voter fraud if it wasn't their nominee that was on the end of the fraud. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like if it was Biden right now that was saying, "Hey, there was voter fraud. Trump won, but he shouldn't have."
Fan, so trust me, he's wishing me the best out here, coming over here to Washington.
Okay.
You know, but it's we'll eventually at the end of the day we'll all get along. You know.
I would hope.
The thing is, it's really about Trump anymore. It's about
United States
the election integrity.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm driving at. Yeah. Yes. So we're talking about election integrity, about what happens in 4 years when we have another election, right?
That's what I'm worried about. People are going to not want to go vote because they don't know if their vote's going to be counted accurately or whatever. So.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of scary.
Oh yeah.
Do you feel that if when the votes are cast and the ballots are all in and we have an inauguration, that it'll be a 4-year run or an 8-year run? How do you feel that'll go?
I would hope it's like 8 years.
Well, yeah, I guess because you're obviously hoping that Trump will be in office and he's already done 4, so right.
Or either or. I mean, I wouldn't want Biden to do more than 4 because we always say I believe he's a ploy. He's put up there and he's going to probably be put in office and taken out within probably a year or so.
Yeah.
But that's just my own thoughts.
Do you feel there's going to be conflict between friends and family once the president's sworn in? Are people going to be able to put away these polarized political views for a while and actually just appreciate that, hey, it's America, we got a president, let's back whoever that is and work as Americans?
Yeah.
What's that?
So that's all we can hope for, really.
Right.
I would hope so.
Yeah. It's tough, though, because a lot of people are picking fights with people based off these politics, and eventually they're going to figure it out, right?
That's kind of silly. But
yeah. Because, I mean,
Americans, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. We're all hoping for a better democracy, moving in the direction of growth, change, understanding, right? Yeah. I think
hopefully people will start seeing that.
Your alarm's going off there.
Call.
Oh, they're saying we're seeing you right now on camera.
Oh, is this live?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, bro.
Oh, she didn't explain that to you?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
She said it wouldn't be live.
She said it wouldn't be? I would say.
I'll check you guys out.
You may not know this about her, but she's a terrible liar.
See how unbiased you guys are or whatnot.
Please do check it out. Yeah, no, it's definitely.
I can respect that.
What's crazy about it is how much grief I get for maintaining a lack of bias. You know what I mean? And I mean, I have my own opinions and views.
That's what a lot of people are looking for. I would think.
Yeah.
Well,
we don't get it with mainstream.
People call it both sidisms, right? Yeah. And it's like, well, it's not my place to tell people what to think. It's my questions to hear their stories and maybe help other people, maybe appreciate or, figure out how they feel about things too, So, but you don't get that with a lot of mainstream media, They're being told these are the facts. and it's tough because a lot of people turn to that as gospel, you know. And I mean,
yeah, like you said earlier, it's
People get
both
the
sides.
news from Facebook. Terrible.
right. Well, I mean, sorry, Facebook, but I am liable.
Well, I mean,
I work on all. I mean, the difference is you got to source your information, right? Like go through different sources. If you got something you feel, right.
We'll be honest.
So yeah, I would hope that people appreciate that, like, you know, someone's word isn't gospel. You know what I mean? Just because someone says it doesn't mean that's the truth behind everything. You know, we can appreciate that, like, your view is your view and yours is yours. And you guys know each other for a long time?
about 30 years, 25 years.
That's a long time. Have you guys always had the same political leanings?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. What about, I'm just digging into this rabbit hole. What about religiously? Do you guys, on a spiritual level, do you guys jive well on that? And that's the thing, you know, friends are friends because of those reasons, right? These common bonds bring us together. Now, if he was to vote for Biden, would y'all still be friends?
Yeah.
Okay, good. What if he voted for Biden? Would you still be friends with him?
Sure.
There's a hesitation in there. You need to check him. Next time you go fishing, you better check this guy. He said, yeah, sure, I guess, you know. And then he leans away. He's like, I got to go. He's staying here.
Yeah. I mean, that's a tough question to answer because neither one of us would and we know it. So.
Right. What about JoJo? Running right down the middle there. What do you think?
JoJo.
Joe Jorgensen?
Oh, I don't know anything about her or him or whatever it is. Independent?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know anything about him.
Oh, yeah.
But I think even people, so.
I mean, I've heard the name.
Or Kanye. Kanye was the other option in there, right? I hear that some votes were cast for Kanye, but I think he's accepted that he didn't win. I think Dwayne.
I think it was only like a few 100,000, or not even for him. But I think JoJo probably got the hundreds.
Yeah, there was a couple other candidates that I was trying to follow up with. He said that 808 and Heartbreak was a great album, though. I'll give him that. I hear that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's running in 2024. No? No. That's hurtful. My man looks like him, though.
He might look like him.
Not as big as him.
I don't know, man. You're wearing that shirt. Well, I appreciate you guys taking the time today, guys.
Yeah, no worries,
And check us out, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, send us a message.
I'm kind of done with Hollywood anyway. So.
I'm trying to get in there.
Well, good luck to you.
Yeah, right. No, my head's way too oblong. Okay. So yeah, it's good to have I love having conversations with groups of dudes. I mean, when guys, because you get a chance to commiserate, like, you know, I mean, or groups of women or groups of people, of getting fed a fig bar.
It's getting grumpy, y'all.
Who's making assumptions now?
I know you. He's getting hangry.
Oh, sorry. People are having chat war. Oh, man.
What's the white thing on top?
It's my microphone receiver. Yeah, so here, I'll let you hold this right here. So that plugs in the phone.
Oh, you're wired.
Well, yeah, usually I have a microphone out, but I was in the bathroom. I forgot to pull it out of my pocket. And I want to drop this in the blue water. That's not good at all. I don't think the people at Statewide Portable Toilets would fish that out for me.
Yeah, probably have to be like, you make a decision. Give that one over.
And for $250, I don't know if it's worth me going in after. I don't know, though. Times is tough.
That's one of those, if you did, it's one of those stories you keep the rest of your life. You just never share this.
Why is your arm blue? I robbed the bank. The dye blew up in my hand. That's what happened. I'm sticking with it.
Yeah.
It was a lot tougher than
That'd be a better story than
I would ride that one out. I'm not telling people that I dug into a porta potty. I had to fish out my microphone. You gonna take this with you? Question for you, sir. How secret is it if it says it on the vest?
Not a World Cup secret, you know.
Not a very well.
It used to be, but I was out there in the open night. You know?
What's the job of the Secret Service? I mean, everyone has, traditionally thinks that their job is to suit and tie and follow the president.
You get the uniform division, you get the special agents. Like I'm with the uniform division. Like our job is like we protect the White House and First Family. You know, we travel everywhere where the president, vice president goes.
I don't know if you saw this. But there's a guy slacklining over.
Good man.
Wait, hey, real fast, last question for you. Then I'll let you run. What are your thoughts on everything happening out here right now in these streets?
Okay, this is America, man.
I love that.
All right, my guy. Freedom of speech, like you said. There we go. My guy gave me a microphone back. He took it in there with him. don't know what he was doing there. Smells like lavender and vanilla. What are you doing in the bathroom, bud?
Are you on mic or is it open here?
That is a beautiful mustache, sir.
That's a beautiful outfit,
Can I talk to you
too.
for a minute, actually? Because there's no way that I can't put that on camera, my guy. Legitimately. I got a brother that runs, he tries, but he doesn't have that kind of car.
Dude, the commitment is rough.
You really got to ride it.
Yeah,
you got to ride that out.
Long term too.
That's incredible.
You know,
So talk to me about what's going on, man. I like we the people. I like that. We were just talking about that. About left, right.
Just want to stand over this way so the sun's not in his face.
Sure.
Like right there.
Sorry, man. I'm trying to blind you.
Yeah, I mean, I just came out here to support everything that's going on. I believe that there was fraud. And I have kids, and I want them to be able to stand up for what they believe in, whether it's against me or whatever. And I just want to be able to take this home, take this back home to my family. Like, just going out there to stand up for what I believe, just like everybody else, what they do. This is the first one I've ever been to.
Sure. The first
event, anything
gotcha.
outside of like a concert or anything like that.
Right.
Like, this is my first gathering I've ever been to. Never really felt like I needed to before.
Yeah.
I think they're all
So,
open.
I mean, like you said, like you feel like voter fraud, right? Like we were talking to a guy earlier and some other folks, and they were saying like,
You folks
know,
wait.
No, please go.
Let's maybe move over here.
Yeah, and they were saying that like, it wouldn't matter who looked like the fraud was committed against. Like,
all day.
Fraud. They were saying, hey, we need to have our democracy be protected from situations like that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I mean, either way. I mean, just like when Obama was president, I didn't vote for him, but I still paid my taxes and still called him my president.
Yeah.
Still paid my fines under Obamacare. And then, I mean, if it happens and Biden's our president, it is what it is.
Yeah.
And it's gonna suck. I'm not gonna have to pay all my taxes on my guns. I'll tell you that. His gun plans.
Just don't tell him about it.
Well, all mine are registered anyway. I mean, I'm not hiding. I don't, but
You get some Brillo in a file.
Oh, man.
I'm kidding.
I
I'm
have
totally
a couple.
kidding.
I have a couple, but
No, he doesn't. He's kidding. He has a couple Brillo pads in files.
Brillo
That's
pads.
what he has. All right, be clear about that.
So, I mean, and just mentally preparing for the next step of our country is another reason why I'm here, too.
What do you think that is? The next step in our country?
I don't know. It's either one way or the other way. Like, everything's going to stay the same, or you're going to have another person trying to change it.
Do we need change right now?
I mean, we always need change. We always need to grow.
Right.
As an individual, I can say that.
Sure.
But me telling a group of people that they need to change I feel that's wrong.
Yeah.
I would never look at a group of people like, you need to change. No, me as an individual in my household, I need to change.
That I like what you've said. I appreciate that. I think a lot of people need to adapt that mentality.
It's hard, man.
It is.
It
is, right?
I haven't always thought this way.
Really?
Just the last couple of years with everything with BLM happening and all that, it really opened up my eyes of how closed-minded I really was.
Sure. What do you think you learned? Like, when you mentioned BLM, because I've had a lot of aha moments myself.
Right.
For you, what do you think one of the biggest ones was?
Guaranteed cheese, whether you're working or not.
Opening my eyes to how much police really do take advantage of their job.
You say you got a lot of guys.
I'm not saying every police officer. I mean, the numbers are so small, but it does happen. And I was so blind for a long time. I mean, I stood behind BLM happened at first. Like it was like 09 or whenever that first started happening. But then when all the negative stuff coming back from it and what it did to people, like what that BLM did to people, I was just like, that's
You're talking about it separating people and pulling people apart.
Not separating them, but making them feel their actions that they did wrong were okay and justified.
You as well.
If you're wrong, you're wrong. You can't justify it.
Sure.
I mean, you can't.
Right.
I mean, that's adding more wrong.
Do you feel it's tough now with the views that people have from like GOP, their views on BLM? Or do you feel it's kind of valid at this point? I mean, and that's.
I don't know.
Real curiosity.
Judging somebody and judging their beliefs is really hard. It's really easy for me to judge people I don't agree with.
Sure.
I try not to, but as long as it doesn't affect my home, that's fine. I'm cool with it. Do what you guys believe. What you guys want to believe, and if you don't want to believe in God, you do want to believe. If you want to believe there's racism or something, or you don't want to believe there's racism, who cares? It's about who you are as an individual.
Yeah.
What I'm gonna do in my house is bring my kids up with no racism.
That's like just teach them love and respect and mutual appreciation for our human beings.
And you know, and that's really why I'm here with my kids. I want them to know that they have a voice and they can stand up for what they want, and I want to take that home to them.
I like that. I absolutely applaud and echo that. I think that's where a lot of the change is going to start.
It is. It's how we raise our kids.
It needs to happen.
Yeah,
I mean
because for me growing up, you know, we didn't have all this stuff going on. So none of this stuff was talked about in school. You know, I remember as a kid, you don't talk about politics. You don't talk about
religion.
You don't talk about that stuff.
Right.
Mom's not the word anymore.
No.
We did that for decades, and look where it got us.
Right.
And this is why we're here, is because we're scared to talk.
Yeah.
And if we were just not scared to talk, man, like one-on-one conversations are great.
Oh, it's beautiful.
You know,
and it's funny because like you redefine. I think that.
Can you use the mic? People are having a hard time hearing.
Oh, okay. We'll do this here. Don't go anywhere because I want to hear. We just got to turn on the mic here and make sure that everybody can hear what's happening.
And let's move over to the side a little bit.
It's gonna go. I appreciate taking time to talk to me. I came in from Seattle to have these conversations.
Seattle, huh?
Yes, sir.
How's doing this out there?
It's changed. It's changed a lot. Like I said, conversations aren't as easy as they used to be. Let me make sure this is turned on. There's a lot of censorship now. They don't want people like on the left. People are like, we don't want you here. We don't want you filming because maybe some of your viewers or the people that follow you don't like us or hate on us. I'm like, that's okay. That's their right. You're out here fighting for your rights. Like, I would hope that you would want this platform, you know, like a couple 100,000 people to see and hear your message. So it's tough in Seattle because it's changed a little bit. It used to be very open, but I mean, a lot has happened. It's been, I mean, the last 8 months they've been intense. I've been up between Seattle and Portland doing coverage on both, and so it's been nonstop and seen a lot of things. But I want to talk about you real quick. Because of the things you're telling me right now, some of the views that you're sharing lean very much towards a liberal stance.
I have a lot of liberal friends, and I wouldn't ever say that I'm not liberal.
Right.
But the only thing I have a problem with the liberals is they don't believe in control. You know, they want freedom. They want to govern yourself. Well, a person's smart. People are stupid. I mean, that's just how I live my life.
A person is smart, but people are stupid.
Yes.
It's that mob mentality. It's that understanding that if you go, we're all going to run after it.
Yeah, and like I said, this is easy. Understanding one person is fine, but you try to talk to 100 people, get 100 people to agree, or even 50 people to agree.
Or even not agree, just amicably disagree.
Right.
And say, cool, that's you, this is me.
Yeah.
Let's go and throw a Frisbee.
Yeah.
You guys can put that on a t-shirt too. That's you, this is me, let's go throw a Frisbee.
That's awesome.
Don't you guys steal that from me. I'm a TM, it wants to be used out. Permission to CJTV. They were going to try to do that right now.
I know, I saw it.
You felt that, right?
I saw that eye glare.
Yeah, right? But then people have and this is what I was talking about earlier, like when people try to put a title on someone. Like, you're a Republican, you're a Democrat, you're a liberal, you're a conservative, you're a Christian, you're Catholic, you're Buddhist, you're atheist.
At one point in my life.
You felt, okay.
Oh, yeah, dude. I left high school thinking I was a Democrat.
How old are you?
I'm 33.
33, okay.
Yeah.
So you're right in that mid group. Like you said, like our parents' generation, they grew up through the 60s. Like they saw real civil unrest. They had to see, you know, the real fight for, you know, I mean, not that this isn't a real fight.
Correct.
But they were seeing things on a different level.
Yeah.
And I think that it's changed now, right?
It is.
But there still needs to be more change. What are your thoughts on like where it's going and how far it's come?
Where it's come is amazing. I go to the store with all different races. I go to the gas station. I mean,
do you live in this area?
No, I live in Colorado.
Oh, Colorado. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a pretty progressive state.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
And you moved from California?
California.
California.
No, I moved from California to Colorado.
What part of California?
Southern California.
SoCal? Okay.
Yeah.
Chula Vista?
Yeah.
Okay. I had a buddy. Anyway. Van Nuys, what's up? No, not Van Nuys. I got chased down the street walking through Van Nuys too late at night.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was rough.
Oh man.
It was rough. Chula Vista's no joke either though.
No, it's not, man. Yeah. I mean,
but you're Colorado.
There's days in high school where I was one of 3 white people in my school.
So growing up as a minority in an area.
Yeah, I was. And then when I moved to Colorado, I was like, normal.
Normal?
Well, because like in California, I didn't feel normal because I was looked down on.
Right.
So when people talk about BLM and racism, I understand how they feel because I've been in that position as a white person in Southern California.
Sure.
It's like, so when people tell me I can't understand, I'm like, you guys don't know my shoes.
I think that in that, one of the things that it gets confused, I think, is that you're very sympathetic to the cause of black people in America.
Oh, totally.
But not fully empathetic, right? Because we haven't actually lived that life. Like, I have family members that are black, and I have, my best friend's black, whatever everyone says that. But, and talking about that is different, though. Like, hey, my man wanted to chime in, though. I saw you here. No, I would love to hear your input, my friend. But you can't, but I even can't talk about what their full range of experiences.
I would never
even
try to.
like living as family and growing up in the same area, their experience is very different.
Right. And for me, I feel like now my experience is put in shadows because it doesn't matter because it's not going to be what theirs are.
Sure.
But theirs is never going to be mine either.
Right. Sure.
So
I see what you're saying. You're trying not to discredit anyone's experiences. As long as it's guiding to a place of understanding.
Yeah.
I think that mutually we can appreciate, no matter what you believe, that we can appreciate on a human level. Like, doesn't matter what God you pray to when we die. Like it's been said, it's all the same one, right?
Yeah.
And there's no point in fighting over it right now because it's already been fought over, right?
Dude,
they had the Crusades.
Coming.
People were getting killed for that.
Yeah,
like
crazy.
Yeah, and right now you see in these streets people fighting and
getting stabbed
and getting and shot in different locations.
Yes.
There's been and I know that people feel strongly about their beliefs and their views on things and the ideology that got them out here. I have to believe. I trust in the fact that they wouldn't be out here unless somewhere in them they truly believed something is a pure
wrong.
cause, and
Yeah,
there
something's
needs to
wrong.
right
Things you would change
on either side,
right?
And
100%,
it's just, and it's tough because like I look at it as, and I don't mean to dialogue with you in a way where I'm just telling you everything, but hey, you've got me thinking about things. If you look, I feel like you look at it circularly, right? Like we're looking at, someone told me once, so we can agree on the disease, we can agree on the symptoms, but we can't agree on the cure. And it's almost like if we're looking at the disease in the middle and we're on either side, the further you go left and the further you go right, you're going to meet up on the middle, and we're all looking at the same problem.
Right.
Like I think if we could work better on looking at it from a level where, on a human level, we can make the changes that need to happen, and stop fighting based off the title that you wave on the flag that you carry.
Yes.
Because we all need to make concessions, and they say in every great treaty, both parties leave unhappy, right? Because we both have to make concessions.
Oh yeah, like I'm happy being here, but I'm not. When I go home, it's still unanswered. All this is going to be unanswered.
Yeah. Do you feel that in the elections, have you voted in any previous elections?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
What do you think influenced your voting, based off your previous voting experience?
This the last election?
No, the ones before this.
Who I like personally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just get a vibe, you get a feeling?
Yeah, always. All the way up until Obama's first one. And then once that really started changing my paycheck and my fines that I got from Obamacare and stuff, that's when I really changed about who I voted for, like what policies they want to bring in, what regulations do they want to implement, because I never had a president affect my money the way Obama did.
Right. So you saw a significant impact.
Over 8 years, he fined me $8,000.
You grow weed, don't you?
No. 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 I didn't.
No, he doesn't.
No.
He farms it, okay, people? He doesn't grow it, he farms it.
And like our child tax credit kept getting smaller every year. And I'm like, what's going on? And that's when I changed. I was like, all right, I got to figure out policies. And when Trump came running for president, he was like, I want to cut this out. I want to do this. I want to stop mandating you guys to pay all these things that you guys don't even use. I never went to the doctors under Obama. All 8 years, I never went.
Right.
But I paid for other people to go.
You know what's funny is now, like, the benefits that I had at work, for whatever reason, lapsed out, and I didn't have them. And now I'm having to figure out how to work with, like, being out of pocket for things and not having any kind of, like...
That's the way it should be. You should have to pay for out of pocket. Nobody pays for my groceries.
Well, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
But it's frustrating because, like, I tried to apply for, state. I was like, all right, well, I don't have benefits for work. And they're like, no, you make too much money. You can't have it.
Right.
So I was like, oh, okay. Well, what do I do? And then I was like, oh, bootstraps it up. But I realized that there are people that don't have that opportunity. They maybe don't have the means to provide, the basic health care that they need.
I mean, like, for me and my family, my wife got a job in the medical field because of the insurance.
Really?
So she sacrificed her life so that we could have a better life. And if somebody else can't sacrifice their own life to have a better life...
Is that your wife?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
Yes.
That's really okay. Just want to make sure.
Yeah,
Just want to make sure.
If I can sacrifice to make
Appreciate
sure
what you
my
do.
kids have health insurance and food, then why can't a single person sacrifice for themselves?
Sure.
You know, and I shouldn't have to sacrifice for my neighbor. Like, that's not fair.
Okay.
I have a hard time with sympathy and remorse. I really do. Like, at the end of the day, I've been working on it the last couple of years. But don't take from my table.
Sure.
That's not. It doesn't make me feel good.
Do you feel okay when you say take from my table?
Yeah.
You're not saying, if I'm hearing you, based off what I've gathered from you,
Yeah.
it's not saying you wouldn't give.
Oh,
You're
I
just
give all the time.
You're just saying don't just take and expect it from me.
Don't expect me to do it. Like I'm free. I should be able to freely give you what I want to give you. You know.
And if given the option,
I used to a
you
lot.
would.
I stopped giving.
Really?
I have in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
I used to give a lot, but as it's the way it's portrayed now, I just feel like it's forced.
Sure.
Like, people look at me and like, oh, this guy has money. Like, you want to go to the store? Do you want to donate here? Everywhere I go, it's always donations, and it's just like.
Well, the beauty part is you don't have to.
You
know?
don't have to, but the guilt now. I feel like there's a lot more.
Okay,
guilt.
yeah, you said that.
Yeah, a lot more guilt if you don't comply.
Now, how did you refer to that as the guilt?
Yeah.
How did you refer to that though? You gave it a term.
I don't remember.
You said, what was it, like remorse?
Remorse and sympathetic.
Oh, it was, yeah. You said like, you know,
Yeah.
charity remorse. I don't know.
Yeah.
You guys can find it in the comments.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's. I mean, it's. But like you said, you're teaching your children to move in the direction of understanding and
understanding. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Being who they
How
want.
many children do you have?
3.
3.
Yeah.
Three little ones. What are the ages there?
15, 12, and 6.
Wow.
Yeah.
You got work.
I got a family, man.
You got work. You
Dude,
both
I
have
struggled.
work cut out for you.
I struggled with the first one. I didn't know how to be a parent.
No.
I failed as a parent for the first 6 years of my first kid.
Well, they teach you how to be a parent, right? You got to listen to them. Like when they cry, you feed them, or you cuddle them, change a diaper, and then as they grow, you stay close. When I was talking, we were over here. We got stuck between like the Proud Boys and Antifa or BLM, whatever the group, the Black Local individuals over here.
Yeah.
And I was dialoguing again about a conversation I had with a guy in the police force in his town. He said was really young, very young police force.
Yeah.
And one of the cool things about that, he said, was that it's bringing in a young generation of culturally diverse and ideology different like individuals, which is great. That it's going to start making change. And I think that like your children are seeing things differently now than we saw.
Oh,
totally different, right? Goodness. And they're going to have an opportunity to use the tools that you're giving them in the world that they're viewing, and hopefully. I mean, based off what I've gathered from you, you seem like a great guy, and I'm sure that your wife over here is a wonderful person as well. They'll be the ones that'll really make a change that everyone's looking to see right now.
One can hope.
Yeah.
Because I always thought the world was perfect,
Yeah,
I mean, really. I mean,
when you're young, it is, right?
I mean,
like,
it was.
right.
I didn't see any of this stuff.
Yeah.
There was never this stuff going on. Like,
taxes didn't
The worst
exist.
thing I remember as a kid was gang violence.
Right, and then you just knew like stay off of some street corners and avoid
that's
some
it.
blocks. Yeah.
Now it's just like don't go outside. Like what?
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean don't go outside? Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone's
The sun went down, street lights are on.
Yeah,
like,
that's scary.
You stay home, and it's odd because of different reasons for it now too.
Right.
Granted, gang violence. I'm sure you go to South Central.
Oh, they're still happening.
You're still gonna like
But
in
it's
California
been
being
mummed
there.
now. It's mummed nowadays.
Yeah.
Like nobody talks about that anymore.
No.
This
Now
is
it's
what everybody's talking about.
And we were talking to people out here, and they were saying that they were out last night just wearing Trump shirts, and people were accosting them in the streets, like swearing at them and flipping them off and giving them grief, and that's what's scary is just because of your political beliefs or just carrying an American flag like this. Like you're gonna have people that are gonna hate on you just for that.
Mm-hmm.
But like, when did we lose the sight of the fact that we're all American and we're all human, right? You don't have to hate someone for their beliefs.
No, I mean I feel like
unless they believe in hate, in which case you can hate.
They-
God hates hate.
Oh.
Right? There, she's with me on that one.
It's hard. It's hard to understand the other side right now because they are fighting for what they are doing. They are against all this stuff, but at the same time, they're acting on it and doing what they're saying that they're against.
It's frustrating too because from where I've been and I've watched it on a very ground level for 8 months now.
Good for
is
you, though.
we'll appreciate that. But the hard part is that there's so many things that I want to like. Yeah, I of course I agree.
agree with you,
Yeah. But there's so much pushback, and they're like, no, because
agree with us.
you're not allowed to. You're either 100% on board or you're against us. And I'm like, no, that's not it. Like, and that's not going to make any change.
You're never
We're not going to
expect
fulfill
perfect.
change like that. No.
Yeah, if you expect anything to be perfect, start with yourself. That's how I look at it.
That seems to be a theme we keep coming up with.
Yeah.
People keep saying it, like, and you even said it earlier. You're like, I might not be able to change anything about what you believe, but I can change me.
To my
You know?
household,
Yeah.
help my kids, help my wife, help my mom, and but those are the people that love me and that take every word that I say with a grain of salt every time.
Sure.
Every time I open my mouth, my kids look at me and like, what are you going to say, Dad? You know, when I talk to a stranger on the street, somebody that's already mad at me, they're not going to listen.
Yeah, and that's the other thing is when you got groups that are already fired up and angry, they're just yelling at each other. Like I said before, there's conviction, but not, and they're trying to convince. But through anger, you're not going to get anywhere.
No, that's why I think people are one-on-ones great.
Yeah.
A person smart, people are stupid.
A person smart, people are stupid. Put that on a shirt, guys. Go ahead and DM me on that one.
I love that.
A person smart, people are stupid. And you know what? I think that like what you're doing with your kids, and I think a lot of people, in not just America but around the world, can appreciate that if you're just judged off of your moral, your ethics, like the things like their values, like the things that you hold as your core values, like those are things you could look at somebody for. You judge them on that.
Yeah.
Like if fundamentally when it comes down to things, like those are the things that make us who we are, right? Yes. And you might not have it figured out. I know I don't. Like the reason I'm doing this, actually, I make it very clear. It's an educational journey for myself. I'm just trying to figure it out. That's awesome. And the more conversations I have, the more I understand. Yeah. But it's good to know that as long as you maintain a true North Star, like your moral compass, and you keep your values and your ethics, your ethos is pure, like you shouldn't have to worry about it. And I think that that's where people on a base level we can appreciate. Like there's a love for human beings. You know what I mean? We need that.
On both sides still.
Yeah.
I mean, on both sides.
Yeah.
I mean, and it sucks that we're divided, but it won't last forever.
You're right. You're right, man.
It can't. We'll find something else to be mad about.
Well, man, I could talk to you forever. Did I give you a card yet?
No.
Here, let me. Oh, I'm gonna give you one as well, man.
Thank you.
Reach out. DM me, whatever. Appreciate the time, man.
Yeah, that was a good conversation.
Really good.
That's good.
Really good.
Smile a lot.
Yeah, man. That's great. Hey, come check it out. We've been live, so you guys can jump online. Any shout outs you want to give to anybody? You want to say hi to your kiddos?
Hi, kids. Brandon, Callie, Chanel. I love you guys.
You got a good pops here. We'll clip that. Send it to you.
All right.
Uh-oh. Flag down. Flag down. All right, man. Take care.
We grabbed my water.
How you doing, man? I appreciate that. Thank you. CJTV, independent journalism. Yeah, here you go. Check.
Always appreciate.
Yeah, come check us out. Oh yeah, please do.
Sausage.
Did you say sausage?
Sausage.
Oh, okay.
Sausage maker.
Okay.
Family, yeah.
I was confused. I thought it was a code for something. I was like, what is sausage?
No.
My man makes sausage.
Yeah.
Make a stand in our nation's inner cities. Okay. Conservatives join us help. Okay, so tell me a little bit about what's happening with this right here. There's a lot going on here. What?
Oh,
yeah. Nope. Oh, you go ahead. Go ahead. I'll catch you on the outside. I'm gonna check out this. I'm gonna talk to you in a second.
Okay.
Let's step over here so we're not. Yeah, I don't want to put people, the porta potty on blast. But I thought she was rapping. She said "diggy diggy y'all," but she was speaking Russian, I think. It's the 45 steak frank. It's huge. YUGE. This is what my guy gave me. He said sausage. I was like, I don't know what to do with that right now, my friend. I really don't. It's a 45 steak frank.
Is it a restaurant or a...
And of course, 45, you guys know, is symbolic of.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Come on, what the 45? Anybody? What is the 45 symbolic of? Anybody? The 45? There you go.
I thought you were talking about a restaurant.
No, the 45th president.
Oh,
45th president, yeah. How do you feel now? Yeah. Put her on blast. But he ships nationwide. So if you're looking for some, thegoodfrank.com, you guys check him out. So he says, as conservatives, we were tired of being sold government dependency as a solution to our problems. We wanted more from life, but we didn't know how to go about getting it, despite the conservative talking points. I'm reading your card right now.
Okay.
Of self-reliance. Actually, no, why don't you walk us through it? Okay. So tell me a little about you.
Okay, about me. My name is Tyrone Jackson. I'm a father, husband, have 4 homeschooled kids. Obviously, chocolate wonder. I'm African American, and a sausage maker. And
I can tell you right now, you're the first person self-proclaimed African American sausage maker that I've ever met.
Hey, there's not many sausage makers left in America, and there's certainly not many black ones.
Is there an art to that?
It is.
I mean, obviously there is. Everyone would do it.
It's kind of weird. Like in America, just the artisan is a lost art. People don't really make anything.
Touche.
And so, like, we're kind of unique in a company in that we own our own beef, our own pork.
So you own your own cows and pigs?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've partnered with an Amish family to raise it all natural, chemical free. Yeah.
Are they out in Pennsylvania?
No, we're actually from Ohio.
Okay.
And so they're up in Fredericktown.
Awesome.
We're in Columbus. Yeah.
Awesome. That's real cool.
So we also make soy-free vegan products too.
Get out of here.
So Franks for everyone. Good Franks for everyone.
And I told you it's thegoodfrank.com is where you guys can.
Goodfrank.com.
Thegoodfrank.com. So tell me a little bit now. Now we're talking. It looks like I was reading the back here, and you were talking about. It starts off as conservatives. We were tired of being sold government dependency as a solution to our problems.
Okay.
Tell me about that.
All right, so that's all we know mostly. Everybody, like from I'd say 50 on out, if you have a problem, everybody turns to the government for a solution. We have almost completely forgot how to be self-reliant. We've, as I said before, very few people make their own food. It hasn't been that way.
Sure.
But the truth is, we've become dependent on grocery stores and the global supply chain.
Right.
We haven't taken our own family's responsibility. Like many of us did you go to a public school?
I did.
I did too. Our kids don't. And we refuse we refuse to send our kids to a public institution. It's not the state's responsibility to raise our children. And so the thing is, what does that mean if you don't take your kids to public school? It means you have to learn how to teach.
Sure.
It means that you have to learn how to make money in order to spend time with your kids.
You know what's wild is that you say that because that's what's happening now, and a lot of people are having to figure it out with the COVID. And kids are coming home to go to school.
But even look at that. Even look at that. How pathetic we've become as a people. Like that, you have to have the government force you to shut down in order for you to prioritize your family.
That's a tough one. What about for people that just don't have the means to provide that?
Do I look rich?
You seem wealthy.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
And wealth is a product of the mind. However, I was born not even a single parent home. My mom was rarely anywhere around. My grandparents raised me. My wife and I, up until the last year, we've never made more than $30,000 a year. And
do you think your childhood is how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 39.
39. You can cheat down. It's fine. I cheat up. I'm 73.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I mean,
I'm 39.
Okay. Well, being black in America, as your childhood, statistically, do you feel like that's a fair representation of what other black Americans had to deal with in our demographic, or our age group? I've been growing up in a household like the likes of what you did.
So, if you're talking about, there's really no good statistic about black people in general. Like, especially if you're in an urban inner city, like 75% single parent homes, poverty that comes with that, illiteracy, low income, broken homes, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But aside from drug use, prison, I experienced that. And I had to overcome it. My first job when I started this company, I washed dishes at a hospital. And so I said that I was going to build this company, and nobody believed me. All the black people around me tell me, you're not going to do shit. And so I had to turn my back on them. Then my wife's family, they were like, why don't you get a job? So I had to turn my back on my whole culture to pursue what I knew inside was true. And this is true of anyone, black, white. If you're going to grow or become anything, you have to go inside and you have to believe in that vision of yourself. And this is where we are as a country. This country is going through the entrepreneurial process. We're realizing that our dependence upon the political teat does not work. We're going to have to start to build for ourselves. So we need to go within and reimagine ourselves as free people. Reimagine ourselves as people that can actually carry our Constitution and pass it on to our children. And then once we make that imagining or that image in ourselves, we have to begin to act in accordance with it.
I love that quote, let your imagination be your guide, not your memory.
Exactly. Yeah, because the thing is, only do what it is that you have done and be who you were if it works for you.
Yeah.
The bottom line is we have been sliding into socialism for the past 20 years.
Right.
It has not worked.
Hey, you're one of us. No, keep going. Sorry.
No, you're okay. No, and so the thing is, even with Trump supporters, even with conservatives, right now I think it needs to be open season on rhinos too. But that's something else.
On what now?
Rhinos on
On
the
rhinos?
GOP. The GOP,
Okay.
the GOP has failed. The GOP has failed America as much as the Democrats have.
Okay.
And this whole political class idea or top-down government is something we need to fight against. The government is supposed to be by consent of the governed. We're the ones that are supposed to be here representing us. These people I don't live in a place like this.
Right.
How do you come to DC and you don't even have public accommodations and this is supposed to be our city? It's like we're not even welcome here. How do you come here as a Trump supporter? I had a friend that came here during the last MAGA rally. Her name is Bevelyn Beatty. She was stabbed 3 times in the back.
I was here. I was here when that happened.
And the thing is, how are DC police, God bless them, how are they being given orders not to protect people? And so the thing is, the fact that we accept this is more of a condemnation on us than them.
What do you think? What are the steps that need to be taken to make that change?
Okay, so first of all, before you do anything in a capitalistic society, you have to have, 1, the will. And then 2, you have to have the ability financially to carry it out. For example, I say I homeschool my kids. But if I couldn't afford to pay my rent and put food on the table while doing that, I just couldn't do it. You see?
Yeah.
So we need to, first of all, learn about what makes this country great, which is free market capitalism. The idea that you, no matter where you are in this country, can get up, take $100 and go down to the Secretary of State's office and found a company, start a corporation, and start doing business is a gift that is taken far too lightly in this country. Once that ability is available for everyone, you need to learn how to make a profit. So that means turn off the TV and start studying the people who've made profits. Live your life in a profitable way. I think these are my family right here. Yeah, my little ones.
Hey, what's up, fam? How we doing?
Hey, people in the comments are saying you need to run for office.
Oh, I get that a lot. They don't want me to run for office because I come here and burn this place down, kick evereverybody out.
Figuratively
Start
speaking.
over again.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't even start over. I'd leave the American people without leadership and help them to swim. That's the American people have gotten to be so lazy, and so
People aren't trying to
dependent.
swim anymore. They're just treading water, trying not to drown.
Well, I wouldn't even say that. They're drowning, floating to the bottom, waiting for a fishing hook or a boat.
Someone to snatch.
But you asked me, what steps do we take?
Yeah.
The first thing we need to do is we need to be honest with ourselves. The GOP, and one of the big issues I have with conservatives is we preach all these ideas about self-reliance, entrepreneurship, but we don't apply them. And we certainly don't share them with the people who could benefit the most. I grew up in the inner city. No Republican ever came to my area.
Right.
Nobody ever came and showed me that I could start a business, that I can actually make money. So when you get to this card, when you look on the back, the whole idea, because I kind of categorize conservatives in two groups. You have the compassionate conservatives like the Bushes that go out and spend like Democrats, and they really don't want, they want to have their own political elite. And then you have the confrontational conservatives that are doing good work, like Candace Owens and Brandon Straka, that are out there fighting the left and beating them ideologically but you don't have either one of these groups actually creating economic opportunity for people. None of these groups of people are actually applying the American premise. What business do you own? Can you even like the commentator, Rush Limbaugh, Dan Bongino, they're sitting here selling other people's shit. What have you actually done besides create an opinion and some smooth sounding words? You can't even provide for yourself without going and getting a job. Why should I listen to you?
Really?
I have my own opinion. I can see and I can analyze. But the difference between me and you is I can feed myself.
Yeah.
If you didn't have sponsors, what could you actually do for yourself? Because that's what America needs right now. We don't need to be the mass marketing apparatus for these multinational companies or for 23andMe or for all these other, affiliates for PepsiCo and all these other. We need to start creating. Look, when I started our business, what caused me to stop, I started a hot dog cart in Nashville. What caused me to shut down and start over and make my own stuff, I found out that 70% of the beef in America had ammonium hydroxide in it. These companies that we're relying on for our food are poisoning us. You think there's a deep state in politics? I found the deep state in food.
Dang.
In the medical community. They are killing us. And what people don't realize is we are completely dependent upon a global supply chain. We're talking about fighting the deep state in politics. We can't even keep our food stock. All they have to do is cut off the spigot like they did in March. So the difference is once you're honest with yourself about what you're actually doing in your life. Like, for example, many people, conservatives, they're sending their kids to public school. Again, how can you talk about self-reliance when you're relying on the government to educate your kids?
Yeah.
I mean, it's. I don't mean to be like nitpicky, but
no.
But you got to think there's a Department of Education that is sucking tax dollars like a Hoover vacuum just because you will not take responsibility for your own kids. They're taxing people in almost every state, in almost every county, just because you will not manage or take responsibility for your own kids. We need to really start to look at our own lives. Forget Trump, forget the political office, forget that circus. We need to start taking inventory of our own house.
Well, let me ask you, what would have happened in in your upbringing? Like you said, you grew up in...
I would have known is that I was poor and that I had to rely on myself, which I did find out earlier. And that is the greatest lesson I've ever learned. The problem is many poor people don't know they're poor. Many ignorant people don't know they're ignorant. When you can't buy lunch, you know you're poor, and you know that something has to change within you.
Right.
Until you have that moment, that awakening moment, you can't begin the process of change.
Right.
And this is really conservatism when it hits the road. And a lot of people, nobody wants people to suffer, but people don't realize suffering is usually the biggest catalyst to change.
Yeah.
You can't stop people from suffering.
Right. You don't want to put suffrage on someone else to force them to change.
And sure as hell, you don't want people to pay for your suffering.
No. Man.
So the thing is, I think, again, everybody run for office, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
I can't do for you what you can only do for yourself. And this is the truth that Americans
You could inspire.
need to hear.
I think that's what we need. We need people to inspire and motivate.
Buy sausage.
Buy sausage. Yeah, buy. Again, you can go to thegoodfrank.com.
Yeah, buy sausage. And the thing is, we need more sausage makers. We need more bread makers. We need more parents. We need more Christians that actually believe and trust God to care for them. I mean, if you're a Christian and you don't trust God to be able to provide or make a way for you to be able to raise your kids, there's a problem. I would divorce your God. Straight up.
Right.
If God can't help you, why would you tithe? Why do you commit time to him? I mean, we need to start holding everybody accountable.
Right.
But that starts with us, you know?
Yeah.
And so that's just my only conservative view. And I'm still working on perfecting it. But God knows, like, I'm not going to...
Stumbling towards perfection, my friend.
Man,
right?
walking.
I find myself, I stumble a lot more than I walk. But I'm figuring it out, right? We're getting there, taking steps.
And I mean, that's where we have to encourage each other. Because I'll tell you this. You'll see on my website, start understanding the power we have. When they shut down the economy and told all the businesses to stop because of this COVID thing, I was looking around and I said, I'm never going to allow this to happen. I'm not going to allow the government to dictate what regulation. I studied for 3 months, ran past lawyers, and found out I developed what's called a private membership association. I took all of my beef, all of my pork outside of the public sector and brought it into a membership association that's completely independent of every federal regulatory agency and is completely legal. Took it out of the public into the private sector. I just, in my own small way, shrunk the government because now I don't have inspectors coming out trying to do this or that.
Yeah.
And the thing is, we have these powers. The Constitution has already given us these powers. But we fail because we don't exercise them. We haven't taken the time to study them.
Yeah.
But sometimes a pandemic is the perfect opportunity to suffer and start looking for a solution.
Those people out there,
I don't know.
I'll give you another one just in case.
Yeah, sure.
There you go. Throw that in
you
there.
You guys, again, keep doing what you're doing, man. Keep
Absolutely.
speaking up. Because it's not those that argue and make the good case. It's those that act. Oh, Marcella.
They're gone. They left you. They're out. They are out.
They probably would. Well, I'll find them.
Yeah. All right, man.
So, but anyway, man, you guys take it easy, and
Thank
you
you
guys
so
be
much.
safe out here too.
Oh, we will. Yeah, you too. You too.
Yeah.
Maintain. Have a good one, my friend.
Man,
all right.
likewise.
And I'll check you out.
I'll look you up too.
Please do. Yeah. All right. We'll talk to you soon. All right, we got
And they straight up took
They
you.
just, they're gone.
They're like, peace.
They said, here's your bag. We're out.
They never leave me.
They left you in good hands, though.
You didn't say that with a lot of confidence. There's
Yeah.
a question mark at the end of that statement.
I'm a little confused.
Marcellus!
They literally never left.
Where'd you go?
I'm thinking they went over there. Well, I'll find them.
I got faith. I got faith in you.
Yeah.
We got to plug this our
By the way,
feeds.
we got a lot of people are loving you. We have about 3,000 people watching right now. They're loving on you.
Oh, appreciate it. Hey, go.
Lots of people are actually. I'm on his look at Sausage Judas Super. People are on your website buying sausage right now.
Oh, good.
There you go.
And some vegan cheese.
Go leave a message. We have a place on our website on making.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Oh.
Go ahead, say what's
There you
that?
go.
Oh, I said we have a place on our website. It's called Making Inner Cities Great Again. It talks about our mission to actually share entrepreneurship with the inner city. Go on there and leave a note of encouragement. You can make a donation too if you like. Help us pay for the trip. Yeah.
Hold your card up again.
Here we go. It's thegoodfrank.com, and you can go to Making Inner Cities Great. It's a tab on the website. And you can go there and leave a note of encouragement. Let the people know that you care about them, you're rooting for them, and you support them. I know when I was coming along, I didn't have that. And it made all the difference to find people that were in my corner, especially after you've had a life of nobody supporting you. Those things weigh on your spirit. So, yeah. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. God bless you.
Sure, you too. Thank you.
Let me find my family.
Yeah, good. Good luck on that. If we see you wandering around, you can hang out with us.
All right, thank you.
All right, enjoy. All right, we got to plug in, guys. So I'm going to unplug the mic here. So just ambient for a little bit. Boom, there we go. And here, I'll leave that for a second. We got to get this before we die on the feed. Bear with me here. And
He just picked a new family.
so y'all going to the White House? Me too.
He's like,
That's where we're going.
I'll just start walking with these random people over here.
There we go. All right, cool. I'm gonna have to set this up real fast. Over here, take that and hold that for a second. And 1 second, guys. Sorry about the. Yeah, buy sausages and donate to CJTV.
You could cut the feed for a minute so they can like start chopping up the video. Remember last time we were like, it was just way too long to.
We're doing okay. I don't want to lose any viewers. We're good. Oh shoot. Okay.
You really stop. I'll put food in your mouth. Oh, there you go.
That's how we do it. That's how we do it.
Shouldn't let you bring Pop-Tarts. They're like such a mess.
What are you gonna do? They're so darn tasty. 1 second here, guys. Sorry, I'm just getting the. I have to get the battery set up in here so it doesn't
fall out on me.
Yep. There we go. And
About. No.
Oh, we're good. 1 second. 1 second.
I have a rubber band in my pocket. You know that?
I just gotta spread these out a little bit. Widen the base.
Get away!
What happened?
He opened the door and went in the inside, yelled, "Get away!" He cracked me up. This guy's looking sharp in his little green tie. Sharp. No.
I'm so sorry, that was
Sorry, 1 second, y'all. I'm getting this figured out. Yeah, we're gonna head towards the Supreme Court now. But again, we got to go where we have a feed. So that's the.
It was even in and out. I mean, it was mostly in, but it went out sometimes on this interview too.
There we go. All right, cool. We're getting there. Yeah, I don't think I get cut off at 4 hours anymore. So I'm not sure how that works.
Which monument? Question mark.
Supreme Court, I think, is where people are.
I was saying, get to the monument. There's a big rally going on there.
The Washington Monument.
I asked.
Where did Tyler leave our, like,
Tyler's always doing that.
yeah, I know. You can't handle one fucking job.
I tell him. You tell him. Tyler! There we go. All right, we're getting there. Oh, there we go. That's how we spider this together.
I'm going to put my jacket on first stop. It got chilly again. Yep.
There we go. I think we're in there.
I guess it's the
It's your. Oh, what up, Chad? How you doing? Yeah, I can make you a mod on YouTube, bud. Yeah.
Leave. He found him. Look, CJ.
Hey, you found him.
Oh, we found one.
Sorry, guys. I'm just getting it all dialed in here, and then we're gonna hit the road. Keep on keeping on.
I'll take the hat back, by the way. My hair looks terrible. Go this way, right?
There we go. I'm just gonna take all that off here for a second.
These guys over here, CJ, you know, top white, like, are they military?
They are military. Yeah, they do.
Oh, on the side, yeah.
They have badges and patches and guns. They're a SWAT team. Yeah, those are a SWAT team. They're not. What's up, y'all? Oh. Hey, for anyone that's curious, Humanism Wins is referring to cannibalistic humanoid underground dwellers, is what a chud is. And if you don't wear a mask, you eat people.
The chud does that. Insulting on that one. Who's insulting who?
Am I a chud anymore? Chud Talk 101. All right, I'm going to take this down right here too. Boom, boom. We're just going to walk around a little bit. Yeah, follow the goodfrank.com on Facebook.
Do you want to head towards the monument? That's where people are saying things about.
Towards the big pointy one? Here we go. All right.
Thank you, Deb, for the email.
Well, humanism, you know, we're all entitled to our opinions. Humanism wins. They're having debates in here.
We're getting a little saucy today in there.
We knew it was going to be a
Saucy day.
it was going to be a day full of opinions and views. Yeah, you can be my Susie Q. I'm going to do some. Okay, you can do your research. Check me out. And I got to put all these things away real quick. Make sure we're still charging. Yeah, we're getting it going. Okay. Yeah, Tyrone, that was a great interview. Good dude. Sun's setting down here in DC, guys. A beautiful day. Man. And there's these weird steaming manholes, you guys. I don't know if you can hear. I'm gonna flip this around so you can see it. What's really going on underneath the grass there? You already know there's underground tunnels and stuff happening.
Somebody put that in your bag? The road mic thing?
No, I gotta put it in its proper bag. And that's a big old menorah in the middle there.
Oh, it's the third day of Hanukkah, I think.
Is it the third day of Hanukkah? Get out of here.
You guys look beautiful. Thank you. Yeah.
Absolutely. BLM courthouse.
Oh, I left my water bottle on the ground.
We'll get it.
It's actually gone already.
I think the Supreme Court, is that where it's going?
People are saying, well, Deb said to go to the Washington Monument. Let me check in.
I don't see anybody up there. I think the Supreme Court is where are people at right now, guys? Let me know. And I'm going to give this to her for a minute so that I can get this put away.
The unnamed she. Hey, Deb, where are you seeing that things are happening at the monument? That's the Washington Monument right there, but we don't really see anything happening.
Yeah, I don't see anybody up there.
It's on the south side.
Of the monument?
Hold on, let me check. Where are you seeing that? Question mark. Is that in real time? Question mark. It was she, this nameless, I don't know, it went by too fast. It lags for a second and then a whole bunch comes through.
Yeah, it does that. Where is my other receiver?
Some people are saying the Supreme Court area.
Yeah, that's like where did that go?
All right,
it's
let me
on
see
the
how.
microphone. I'm an idiot.
Oh, I'm his sister, by the way.
One second,
Well, let's see. So let's see. Supreme Court building is.
It's Rule 101 of streaming. Keep your batteries
Supreme
charged,
Court.
and you also have to keep your gear together. Otherwise, you end up missing the cable, and
I brought some extras if you need it.
no good there.
Oh wait, that can't be right. It says it's 4 miles away.
You get stuck. You get stuck needing the. Man, those kids are playing in that steam. That just seems like a terrible idea. Like,
it's like a steam
what's really going
facial.
on?
Okay, let me look up the Supreme Court House. Actually, the Supreme Court House is a little bit far, if I remember correctly. Supreme Court House.
I'll find it. You're good.
Good, because I'm not having luck. Oh, it's 1.7 miles away. I don't know. We should take scooters, CJ. I rock on a scooter. Well, now they're saying that people are back at the BLM Plaza.
Well, we're gonna walk up to the BLM Plaza real quick, and then grab a scooter and skedaddle on out to the next destination, wherever that might be.
I'm lying. I'm not great on a scooter. I apologize the entire time I'm driving.
I think it's riding. I don't think you drive a scooter.
Really, then who's steering it, CJ? Thank you. I don't. What's happening at the Supreme Court House, Jennifer?
I don't know what's barbecue.
CJ, tell us about the buildings around us.
What about them?
Tell us about them. There's been a request for more CJ DC
well,
tour.
I don't know if you guys watched Full House. These are actually the sisters. You would think they're in San Francisco. No, misconception. DC. That's where they filmed Golden Girls. Over there.
Golden Girl.
Golden Girls is filmed over there. And I want to thank you for being a friend. Where's your water bottle that you left?
Oh, will you grab it? Oops. There you go.
You want it back?
Yeah.
Done with it?
Well, no, I'll finish drinking it.
Take it.
Demandy much? Jeez.
I gotta find the garbage in here.
Yeah, I gotta move my phone in my other pocket and not drop your rig.
Please don't drop the rig.
All right, take the water.
Nope.
You suck.
It's that one.
Should I throw it at him?
No, you dropped it. You tried to drop the garbage one.
I know, he's a jerk sometimes, but I love him.
Okay.
But I love him.
Keep it on the real tip. Yeah.
Keep it on the real tip.
That's a pretty cool view there, though. There ain't no around. How did you not?
He's getting sassy.
You say, oh, I need a donation. Like, that's an actual. Isn't that like a wrong?
I just don't understand. There's no legal action. Like, seriously.
What? I know.
We're on the same side arguing.
No, I think they're about
Huh?
Someone bought a T-shirt and they advertised as Hypercolor, and apparently they don't make those anymore.
Are you
And
joking?
they haven't for 27 years. So
That was such a bad idea to begin with.
that was a great idea until you washed it once.
Or until you got a little sweaty in junior high.
Which everybody. But let's be real. Most kids aren't wearing those. Well, that No Fear came along. I was killing that. Yeah, it might get a little choppy here, guys, because we're getting a little closer to the White House.
So good. Remember international news?
Oh yeah,
Sweatshirts?
bum equipment.
Yeah.
There we go. They've tied a garbage bag to a fence. They can't spring for a plaster wear garbage can.
Oh, people are saying you're hangry and you need to feed him. I gave him some fig bars. I'm doing my part.
These are the trees we talked about.
Yep.
National Christmas tree.
So each one of them represents a state.
They didn't decorate the tree. They just gave it a dress. See that?
Oh yeah.
That tree has not one decoration.
I'm not wearing a Trump hat.
We're making bets. She said, if I lose, I'm not wearing a Trump hat. I said, yes, you are.
Game over.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Be alive. But you know, Eisenhower was the head of the FBI for years and years and years.
What about Eisenhower?
He was the last to the presidency. I wonder where all these people are. Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Good. You guys all look so nice and put together. Well done.
You shabbed me up real quick. Come on.
That thing is all decked out.
Stealing cotton candy.
Maybe I'll point my camera the other way. I'm really curious to know where